Who's ready? Who is ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2025 NFL drafts? Gotta tell you what. We've been waiting for quite some time. We have been waiting for quite some time, and now we're gonna figure it out, man. I'm sitting here. All these prospects walk up decked out in their damn suits. Right now, they're singing some song right to what appears to be thousands and thousands of people in person, including our good friend TD, Richie, chilling in Radio Row as we speak, folks. This is our live play-by-play reaction to the 2025 NFL Draft. Sound off in the comments section. What is going on with each and every single one of you? All right, we have a lot of Go Bills in the chat, man. In fact, you know what? Spam Go Bills in the chat right now. Spam Go Bills in the chat. Let's get this energy up, folks. As many of you know, my old ass is typically in bed at 9 p.m. EST every single night. So it's going to be a journey for me. I'm hoping that Brandon Bean can do something that will spike my adrenaline to unheard of heights. Get going with it, baby. Man, I'm feeling damn good. Spam Go Bills in the chat right now, folks, and smash that like button. We want 750 like buttons smashed today. I think that we can do it, man. Spam Go Bills in the chat. Let's see how everybody is feeling so far. We have our boy Knock is in the chat. He's a Raiders guy. I'm interested. All right. L Sweetie, what up, man? Hope all is well. Dan, who do you think we 100% get? Dude, you know what? It's tough when it comes into the NFL draft because I can't think of like anything where everybody is completely wrong, right? Like even those experts you see, like Daniel Jeremiah, like Adam Schefter, all the draft experts, like all of them are always so off on what actually happens during this draft class. Like, for example, like we just broke a couple of minutes ago that Jacksonville is actually very interested in perhaps trading up in the second overall pick with the Cleveland Browns. Who the hell saw that coming, right? Everyone was trying to say, oh, yeah, like they're going to go Ashton Genzy at 5. Like now it's that. We already saw a trade. It was for like 5th round compensation, and so I can tell you who I really want tonight. If anything, it's going to be Kenneth Grant, and Kenneth Grant only is where I am looking. Go Bills, Kenneth Grant, no matter what, baby. And you know what? Like normally, I try not to tie my hands to one specific prospect in any round, but I'm getting to a point where say that it's not Kenneth Grant, I think I would almost prefer to trade out of the first. And I know that would piss off a lot of people because we would just be getting a repeat of what we saw last year. And nobody wants to see that again. But if it's not Kenneth Grant, I'm not particularly sure. That I would be on board with that situation. Give me Kenneth Grant and Kevin Winston round 2. Safety out of Penn State. Man, I absolutely love it. You know what, guys? So far, like we just started this stream 3 minutes ago, and there's already 165 of you in here. That's crazy. 99 of you on YouTube, 66 of you on X, and 3 of you on Facebook. Please do me a favor right now. Roll call in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I always like to get a good idea of how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Sound off in the chat. Roll call. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let's get this going. Dan, first poll is up. First pick, round 1. What will they do? Folks, shout out to Dwayne, my head mod over here, man. He's going to be running a bunch of polls in the chat all evening of where we think teams are going to go with their own selection. If anybody picks anybody outside of Cam Ward, I feel like you're just trolling at this point because I think it's pretty clear. It's pretty damn clear where we're going. The Tennessee Titans, we might as well just announce it now. In fact, you know what? Like, just announce the first 3 picks, right? Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and Abdul Carter. I think we can all agree. Maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars shock the world and traded 2, but needless to say, Travis Hunter is indeed the second person to come down. We have good old Rochester, New York. We have Lima, Peru is in the chat. The Carolinas, Dr. Jekyll. Jamestown, New York. Cam Miller, Poughkeepsie, New York. Michaela, what's going on? Hope all is well. Chat Town, baby. Chattanooga, Beautiful. Fort Worth, Texas. Richard Trump, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Ontario, Canada. Justin, hope all is well. Webster, New York. Jesse, what's up, man? How you doing? We have Niagara Falls, Canada. Jenny is in the chat. Go Bills, Vermont, Buffalo, New York, Dan. Yo, Dan, Luther Burden, then defense rest of the way. What say you? I'm good on Luther Burden. He's more of a slot receiver. He had some chops on the outside, but that was a long time ago. Guys, keep on sounding off in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from. Always want to get a good understanding how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Roll call in the chat. Go crazy. We have also from Long Island. Go Bills. Jesse, man, how you feeling? How you feeling, folks? How you feeling? We have St. Petersburg, Florida from Lackawanna. Look at that. Stores, Connecticut. We have Biloxi, Mississippi. We need to hit on the strap. We do. Nashville, Tennessee. Lyons, New York. Bethany Beach, Delaware. West Seneca, New York, baby. We got Tampa, Florida in the chat. We got Miami. We got Oklahoma City in here ready to go. West Seneca. All of us are hungry for the draft today. I could already tell you that. All of us are hungry. In the airport in Boston. Safe travels wherever you're going, my friend. William from Sweden. Dude, what time is it over there right now, bro? What time is it over there, my guy? Holy hell. That is dedication. Portland, Oregon. Give me Isaiah Higgins. Ooh, man. How do you feel about our our chances to keep Coop in Buffalo? So I think we'll have a good understanding tonight. I don't believe that we would bring him back unless it would be like a mid-season signing if, for example, we had some sort of like injury. But I don't think that he's going to be back. San Antonio, Texas. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Texas forever. Texas forever. We have Joey Santiago, Buffalonian in Miami Beach. Joey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Space Coast, Florida. Australia is in the chat. Louisa, what is going on? Good morning, shall I say. Good morning, shall I say. So I'm assuming you're probably headed to work right now, which is great. So you can have this stream on while you're working and beginning your day. From Depew to Tempe, Arizona. I love that. I love that. We have delayed champ. First draft I'm ever watching because we need to hit. Listen, dude, we need to manifest as much as humanly possible for this team, man. I'm ready for it. We have Hawaii in the chat. We have Rick Fort Lauderdale. Rick, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Way to go, Riggins. California is in the chat. Hickory, North Carolina. Who is going to draft Bob tonight? It's a great question. Hopefully Bean doesn't do anything to upset me this evening, or Bob's going to be getting a beating, and I don't think anybody wants to see that. In fact, I think everybody wants to see that, to be completely honest with you. Little York, New Jersey, Donut Bop. What up, guys? Listen, do not be shy. Listen, I can almost guarantee you that a large majority of you, all right, who tune in do not engage in the live chat, and that's fine. It's cool. It's cool to be a lurker. It's cool to chill in the background, but do not be shy if you have something to say in the chat at any point this evening, whether or not you want to begin by roll calling and let us know where you're tuning in from, or you just have something you need to get off of your chest based off of how this draft is coming to fruition. Damn. Let us know, baby. Let us know. And chat, do me a favor. One of you, I have an assignment for you. Do me a favor and remind me when it's 8:30 because my dog has diabetes and I need to give him his insulin at 8:30 each and every single evening. I'm going to be locked in on this stream, so if y'all could just tell me, hey, Dan, go give your dog his insulin at 8:30 p.m. EST, then that would be incredible. Stephen B., get your Bill stuff on, Dan. You know what, Stephen? You're right, bro. You're right, bro. What was I thinking? What was I thinking, baby? Here we go. Here we go, man. At the Bills shirt on, man. We will get it going. And Buffalo is moving up to Pittsburgh pick to draft the best cornerback and or safety. I have heard that rumor that Buffalo has called Pittsburgh We'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens. Hit that like button, folks. Let's have a day. Absolutely. Check my messages. William, what's up, man? How you doing? What pick is it on? It has not started yet. It starts in about 8 minutes, and then the first round pick or the first overall pick will be here momentarily. Folks, if you are just coming in here, please do me a favor and hit that like button for me. I believe that we have just surpassed 158 of you on YouTube. We have 175 of you on X, which is crazy. So please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button and also introduce yourself in the chat if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. Lino TV, man, I'm too excited for today. Let's go Bills. That's what I'm talking about, Lino. You know, definitely check back in with me after a while to see if my excitement is maintained for the most part. I do have this locked up for everybody. It's the draft board, so we know exactly when a specific player is going to be drafted. But for now, we'll just keep it full facial pause. You know what I mean? Bills are taking Trey Amos. I wouldn't be upset about that, right? Like, I feel so. I think so. The difference between Kenneth Grant and Trey Amos to me is I really want a PS5 for my birthday, right? But then my parents get me a brand new iPhone instead, right? I think that's the best possible analogy I could put to the two, right? Like, I want the damn PS5 so I can run it with my boys, but I get a brand new iPhone instead, right? It's cool, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like where I'm at with that first round pick for me. It's like a Kenneth Grant and or a bust. And to be honest with you, like, I think I would rather pass on Trey Amos and trade down and grab Siobhan Ravel, like early in the second round, right? Slash an Azarie Thomas in like the middle / the late second round, I would be completely fine with as well. It just really depends. It just really depends. I want Matthew Golden. Josh Allen would dime him in. We got Cliff, man. He's wanting some more offensive weapons. Bean will work his magic and walk away with a few steals this draft. Absolutely. But for the love of God and to spare my sanity, I would love for him to walk away with the first rounder. Otherwise, X and Twitter is going to be insufferable. Statement, Dan, I forgot Shakir can play on the outside, so Burden might be in play at 30 if the board doesn't go our way. Yes, he can, but like, here's the deal, right? I'm not particularly right in the business of can. Like, what I want is will, right? Like, he's capable. He is truly like Shakir is deadly out of the slot. So why fix what's not broken, right? So Luther Burden really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, who knows? Maybe Bean disagrees with me, huh? Maybe Bean disagrees with me, folks. We are just going to have to see. We have Aiden has come in. I feel like the Chargers are taking Kenneth Grant. I hope not. Do not put that into the universe. Best time of the offseason. I am so hyped. Guys, smash that like button as you're coming in and make it happen. Make it happen. Hope we trade up for Will Johnson. He's been plummeting down draft boards. And the concern I have for Will Johnson is how did he go from like top 10, like now going to about like second and or third or something like that, or like so late first. I feel like it has something to do with what some of these teams are starting to find out during his top 30 visits, meaning that he might be having some injury issues, which is a big thing. I feel we're screwed if we don't get a one tech in the first round, Kenneth Grant. Oh, man, I have brainwashed a lot of you guys, haven't I? On the Kenneth Grant train, I can only imagine I have. I can only imagine I've brainwashed quite a bit of you here, but it doesn't matter because we are going to walk away with some players that we are pumped to view, pumped to watch, man. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Let's go. Let's go. What's going to happen with Cook? He isn't worth $15 million. Who knows what's going to happen to Cook, man? I feel like that's kind of the big question right here. I feel like that's kind of the big question. Is he ultimately going to go off? I don't know. I really, really don't know at this point. Troll is coming with a question. Thank you so much. And do you think the Bills will trade the 30th pick? It would not piss me off, I feel like, as much as it would piss off a lot of people. Say, for example, like we're sitting at 30, right? And say that we're sitting at 30 and Grant is still on the board, or Malachi Stark somehow falls right around that category, right? I'd probably be a little pissed if we decided to trade down. But if Grant is gone, yeah, fuck it. Trade out and just get in there. Man, shout out to everybody with the super chats, man. Thank you so much. The Cowboys will get Golden. Keep him in Tejas, baby. Texas forever, man. We know it. We know it already, man. How big of a season and do you see Trey White having? How big of a season do you see Trey White having? So I think that he's a solid insurance policy. I think that, say, for example, we end up going with a corner right in this draft. And honestly, guys, several of the cornerback names that we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, a lot of them have alleged injury concerns. Like, so Ravel, who is probably my favorite, he ended up tearing his ACL in September. And more than likely, he would be placed on the PUP list almost immediately. And he wouldn't be available until about week 5. And then Sean McDermott would probably give him an impromptu type. He'd probably give him like an impromptu type training camp in the middle of the season by itself. And we wouldn't see him out there till week 8 or week 9. I am comfortable with Trey White going out there and being that bridge to whoever we decide to bring in. Because we know how McDermott is, right? It doesn't matter if we walk away somehow with Jahdae Barron today, folks. You know for damn sure that Sean McDermott is probably going to give snaps to a veteran for bare minimum 4 to 5 weeks out of the season and slowly implement the rookie as the season goes along. It's just a part of his DNA, right? Like that's kind of something I feel like that we have grown to realize. It's funny because safety is a necessity for this team, and a lot of people are really against with taking a safety right in this league. If Buffalo does select a safety in the first round, that's Starks or Emanwari, what that tells you is that they don't have a lot of faith in Cole. And that's not necessarily a good thing, right? Like they don't have faith that he can grow into being a quality coverage type safety. And I don't blame him because it was the exact same mentality the Buffalo Bills had for Kyle Elam, right? Like they drafted somebody who specialized in something that was almost completely opposite of what Buffalo likes to run. Like we drafted a man corner in Kyle Elam hoping that he could transition over to a zone CB. Cole Bishop is a strong safety. That's who he is, right? And he struggled in coverage tremendously last year. And Cole Bishop is the only safety that is on this roster in 2026. Everybody else on this roster is expiring contracts the following season. So it's an interesting conversation. It's Grant or trade down. Lucas, I have successfully brainwashed everybody in here, and I love it. I love it, man. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. Smash that like button on your way in. If you have not introduced yourself in the chat, please do it and let us know where you are tuning in from. Hey, Dan, longtime listener from Connecticut. Love your content. Statement. Nick Emanwari is the Tremaine Edmonds of this draft. Great physical tools and size, but really lacks the IQ. Reads plays too slowly. Nick, what's going on, man? Listen, let me tell you something about that. You do not actually so you're not alone. So my buddy Spin, who is typically in this chat as well, he has been telling me that Malachi Starks is far more the better prospect. And I have to admit, I did fall in love with his performance right over at the Combine. And I have a lot of friends that went to the University of South Carolina, and they have been giving him glowing reviews, as they should. Obviously, he is a player at their alumni organization. So I'm buying into that, right? Because once people started pointing it out and saying, hey, like there's some red flags right here, like would he be like a good scheme fit for Buffalo? Yeah. But I think I'm trending a bit more into that if it is a safety in the first, although that I wouldn't be like jumping for joy if that was the case. I think I'd probably prefer Starks. You probably make a little bit more sense with what Buffalo's trying to do. So you are not alone with that take. Um, I don't think we should have signed Trey because he's old and not that good anymore. So I'll tell you what, man. Look, like when I look at the Trey White signing, I look at who he was signed to replace. And he was replaced, or he was replacing, quote unquote, a Rasul Douglas. And Rasul Douglas last year had his struggles, right? He did not commit a single turnover, or he did not generate a single turnover all year on a team that led the league in turnover differential at one point during the season. So, in my opinion, it's basically like we ended up bringing back Rasul Douglas, but cheaper as far as quality production. And Trey actually did look really good in Baltimore. I was speaking to a lot of my buddies who are Ravens fans, and a lot of them wanted the Ravens to sign him again because of the production that he was putting out on the field. So that's yeah. Trey White is going to ball for this team. Don't sleep on Trey Day, man. Dude, guys, thank you so much for your generosity, man. I really appreciate that. The wifey has $100 that more than 5 first-round picks would wear sunglasses. Where did she place that damn bet, baby? That's what I'm talking about. Well, guys, welcome in. Pile on in, man. 202 of you in here rocking with me today. We are going to be doing a live play-by-play reaction of the draft. And chat, I'm actually curious. Is anybody in here not a Bills fan and just rocking with me anyway? Because trust me, like we're going to be giving some quality analysis for each and every single pick, regardless this evening. But if anybody is not a Bills fan and rocking with us, please let yourself be known. We are friendly. We allow all fan bases in the stream, baby. Trey Amos 60 is the Bills' lucky number. Super Bowl 60, champs incoming. Listen, man, manifest it as much as you possibly can. That would be a movie if Buffalo is able to pull off the Lombardi in the final year of our stadium. And the first year of our stadium, first game of the 2026 season, we end up raising a banner. My God, dude. Someone call the Oscars and someone start writing the screenplay because that is going to be a cinematic beauty. Here goes Roger Goodell riding a bike. He's getting booed tremendously. It's a tradition. It is a tradition to watch Goodell just get booed out of the damn stadium. How is his confidence like not completely destroyed? Knowing that that many people hate me, I'll tell you what, man. Listen, I envy his self-control. I am on the Grant train. Paul Walker, you and me both, man. And that's unfair too, right? Because I'd be okay with a couple. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Is that Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne, bro. No. Dude, they put up the damn squad right there, baby. 383 of you in here, guys. 203 of you guys. Smash that like button. Let's get it in. Hey, listen, he's embracing it right now, too. He's just like, boo me, fool. Here, let me turn this up a little bit. Let's see what we got. We got Void. He's coming in. Dan, I can't explain to you how excited I am for this draft. Vade, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I really hope that we're okay. I really hope that we're okay. We have Erie, Pennsylvania in the house. What is up, T-Dog? Hope all is well. Hope all is well, man. What time does the draft actually start? Starting right now. I feel like Tennessee is going to be on the clock. I'd say really with any minute, right? He's speaking to the crowd now. So say that I had to guess, probably another 5 minutes, we'll have the clock start to run down. And watch Tennessee, like, just fuck with us all night too, right? I guarantee you Tennessee is going to use all the time on the clock because they want to make sure that me as a Bills fan is going to be here for another 4 hours before we decide to make any moves at all. Oh, my God. It would be even better if the Bills win the Super Bowl and James Cook holds out. Oh, man, that would be a story, wouldn't it? Odds of Bills trading up with the Steelers. So according to a Steelers beat reporter, the Buffalo Bills have called and have inquired about the Steelers' 21st pick. Here's my thought, right? Like right now, I look at Pittsburgh and they have 2 quarterbacks on their roster. They have Why am I blanking on his last name? It's Mason something. He was a Pittsburgh Steeler. He was on the Tennessee Titans last year. I have no idea why I'm blanking. And then also Skylar Thompson. So their quarterback room is very weak. And hey, Dwayne, you mind just do me a favor and getting rid of that bot in here? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that statement. First off, Nick, thank you so much for the $20, dude. You did not have to do that, but I appreciate that. It goes a long way. My best friend is a Ravens fan. You're 100% correct about Trey's improvement. He and many Ravens fans wanted him back. That gives me confidence, especially in McDermott's system. Look, guys, some players just excel in a specific system, right? Like, same exact reason why we saw a terrible performance from Dane Jackson when he was on the Carolina Panthers. But every single time this fool came back to Buffalo, Sean McDermott is always able, at least to an extent, get the most out of very average DBs. I can criticize Sean McDermott on quite a few things, but the one thing that I refuse to criticize Sean McDermott on is his ability to bring out the best in DBs exclusively. That's my biggest thing. I never shy away and I never criticize Sean McDermott on his coaching ability when it comes into corners and safeties and really even linebackers. His issue, and maybe not even so much of an issue, it's probably been more so like of a front office thing because like our defensive line has been struggling, bro. Like we haven't had a 10 plus like sack artist on this defensive line for a long ass time. It's been a long ass time and we need to fix that. The Flexican has became a member on the channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude. Y'all being generous right now. But listen, the easiest way to show love here, folks, is just by smashing that like button for me. And when you subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on bell notifications because I am live Monday through Friday, normally at 10 a.m. EST. And tomorrow morning, we will be unpacking in detail the player that we decide to bring in to the organization, man. I'm feeling it right now. Spicy Dano, Justin, what up, man? Hope all is well. Lucas, if we don't get Grant in the first round, then trade down and get Amos in the second. Yeah, dude, listen. So I'm fine with Ravel. So I'm fine with Maxwell Hairston. I'm fine with Darian Porter. I'm fine with Azarie Thomas. All of those dudes we can find in the second round. And I think all of them would be pretty quality scheme fits. That's me. Folks, it's official. The Tennessee Titans are on the clock. 9 minutes on the clock. If those assholes take the full first 9 minutes, I really don't know what to tell you. Who do you think we would take at 21 if we moved up? Say that we moved up to 21. Say that we moved all the way up to damn 21. I think it's for a corner. Because I think Kenneth Grant's going to fall at about the 24, 25 mark. Unless Buffalo wants to make sure that they get Kenneth Grant. Like, that's what they're looking for. Like, they're just like, hey, listen, no matter what, like, Grants or busts, and they just want to trade up so high that they don't get beat by one other team that's looking for them. But say that it's 21, I have a feeling it's going to be for a DB that falls, and that would either be a Jahdae Barron and or a Will Johnson. Say that I had to guess. In fact, here's a hot take. Right? Nah, never mind. And so I was about to say that our first pick will be from the University of Michigan. Paul has come in. Dad, it's Paul from West Attica, New York. What's up, Paul? Hope all is well. What are the chances the Bills trade Cook during the draft? Does it make more sense to wait until after the draft when you know what teams need a running back? So I'll tell you what, Paul. I'm very interested to see if we do end up shipping him off during this weekend. I don't foresee it happening in this first round because so I look at how deep this running back class is. And I try to put myself right in the shoes of many GMs where I'm like, okay, so I could send over some draft picks and get James Cook, who wants to be paid $15 million. Or what I could do is I could just wait for an Omarion Hampton or a Henderson out of Ohio State or a Cam Scatabo right out of the second round. I feel like really with all the teams that are needing a running back right now, I think they would prefer to bring in a rookie and utilize that production based off of a rookie contract. If James is moved anywhere, say that does, and this is a big if for me, would probably be like a day 3 situation or maybe even day 2. Like maybe we want to go on ahead and maybe we want to target a team that was eyeing Scatabo and they missed out on him and they're like, "Oh my god, we need a running back this year." But I'm still pretty much in the camp that I do not believe he will be traded, but anything could happen, man. It's draft day. Bills will stay put at 30 and take the best defensive tackle. Just saying 69. Listen, man, say that they do. Let's see who's there. Let's see who's there. It's funny because like when you look at what Brandon Beane does, he has only ever stayed put twice. So his entire career in Buffalo, he has only ever stayed put twice. And then he is either traded up or traded down. I want to say that he's traded up more. Yeah, I want to say that he's traded up more. And so I think that he's traded up 4 times, I believe. I think that's the sauce right there. Nick is coming. Question: what is the actual hell is Schefter wearing? I was not paying attention, but I will let you know. So I'll definitely give you my feedback once that comes in. Bill 716. And do you think Beans draft a project like Darian Porter because we have Trey? Then Porter can sit for a few weeks and learn the system, and from Trey and Dane. So I'd be okay with Porter. He was a former wide receiver who transitioned over to a corner a couple of years ago. I'd probably feel a hell of a lot more comfortable with a Siobhan Ravel because he is a true outside corner. And so I think that he would have been CB1 in this draft if he didn't tear his ACL last September. But yeah, we'll see. Why is Tennessee taking the full like 9 minutes, bro? It's that or he's having a really good conversation with Cam on the phone right now. I'm not particularly sure what it is, but come on, hurry up and announce the damn pick because we're hungry. We are hungry. Someone was shitting on Schefter's suit, and so it looks normal to me. Looks normal to me, bro. We have Noah's coming. Stop with the Trey Amo stuff. He's not very good. Oh, all right. 228 subs from 41K. Like, share, and subscribe. Dude, look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, we did end up crossing 40,000 subscribers the other day. Thank you so much for all of your support. Yeah, most definitely. Say, for example, that you are watching and not subscribed. Helps the channel out tremendously. And join the family, my friend. Join the family. I am live Monday through Friday. I think with Cook is being shipped at the trade deadline if he doesn't hold out. So the whole Cook holding out thing like really doesn't make sense for him financially either, because this year he's making $5 million. Like he is doubling the amount of money he has made in total in the NFL just by playing this year. And he could only earn that money if he is active from week 1 throughout the remainder of the season. So I don't think that he's going to want to, like, number one, so miss out on all that money. And then number 2, take a full year off of football, because it's been proven that when running backs do it, they typically get screwed. But all right, here we go. The Tennessee Titans draft selection is in. I feel like we already know. Cam Ward, folks. Cam Ward is officially a Tennessee Titan, as if none of us were surprised. We saw this man go on a media tour saying that Tajay Spears was a top 5 running back in the NFL, that Calvin Ridley was a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. We already knew that that was coming. Tennessee Titans, RIP Will Levis. I feel bad for Will Levis, man. Cam Ward, he's going to Nashville, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to Nashville. Man. No way. Yo, breaking. The Jacksonville Jaguars just traded to the second pick. Chat. 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 This is insane. So they're going Travis Hunter. Oh my God. Hey, Dan, how long have you been on the World Wide Web? And you've really grown since we first saw you. World Wide Web, man. Yeah. So I started this show about 5 years ago. It was back in 2019. So this will be my 6th NFL season doing this. I'm so glad that you have been riding with me from the very beginning. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. It's been cool. It's been cool. I have been growing with my audience. So I think my content's a hell of a lot different than what it used to be. Will Levis trade in the draft likely now? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Hold up. All right. So the Jaguars received the 2nd overall pick, 4th round pick, and a 6th round pick. And the Browns received a 5th round, a 2nd round, a 4th round, and a 2026 1st round pick. If the Browns are shitty this year and the Jaguars are shitty this year again, then they could potentially have like 2 first round picks within the 1st round, which is pretty insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not even going to lie. Guys, new poll is up. Who's getting selected? I feel like everyone's going to select Travis Hunter. There's no situation here. Dan, congrats on 40K subs. Thank you so much. Here's a gift for you. Thank you, my friend Carl. If Kenneth Grant falls to the 20s, Brandon has to trade up, possibly with the Vikings to 24 to get him. I am on board. I think all of you know. I think all of you know that I am a massive advocate for Kenneth Grant. He's been on my wish list, I would say, for the past couple of months. Damn, boys. Damn. That's crazy that Jacksonville just did that. Insane. That is wild. Carl, you are the man. Trade Cook for a 1st round pick. Bill 716. What if the Jaguars take Genty at 2? That would be completely out of left field. Pam Ward. How far should the Bills trade up if Grant is gone but Harmon is still there? I'm good on Harmon. He's a 3 tech, and I feel like we need a 1 tech. I don't think that he would be a fit. If Kenneth Grant is gone, then what I would be doing is shifting my focus over to the Alfred Collinses of the world, to the Tyleik Williams of the world, to the Darius Alexanders of the world. That would ideally be who I would be looking for. So the Jags are all hugging and getting super excited about it. And the pick's in for the Jaguars, folks. The pick is in for the Jaguars. It's Travis Hunter. It's Travis Hunter. No way anybody thinks that. Flicks is somewhere crashing out. He wanted Miami to draft Ward. Yeah, he did, but it's over. And do you think having so many needs this year, a defensive tackle, edge, a corner, wide receiver, even a safety, is an indictment on Bean or McDermott as a coach? Or so is it normal for teams to have so many needs for the draft time? Yeah, I would say it's normal, man. Right? Like, because so you think about it, like some of those positions of need, like sometimes like we address them in previous drafts in like the 5th and or the 6th round. And like we have like expiring contracts. Like, say, for example, you ever go to like a mock draft simulator, for example, right? Like you always see the projected needs, like rate of a team. And you quite regularly always see 3 to 4 needs by itself. So it's definitely normal. It's definitely normal. Bella Boo has come in. Come on, big baller bean, do something. That's what I'm saying, Bella. We have Alexander, 6'4", 310. 310. Pez has come in saying Cook is about to get traded for a first round pick. It's coming. Pez is trying to manifest some of this right now, man. We are family. This is going to help or hurt Brian Thomas Jr. I'd say help. So it really depends, right? So it really depends on how they plan on using him, right? Because the Browns were suggesting that Travis Hunter was going to major in offense and minor in defense. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Jacksonville, going ahead and announce Hunter. And then I want the Giants to announce Abdul Carter. I feel like that's where we need to be. Beanie Baby, Nathaniel. That's what I'm talking about, dude. 2 years in a row, the Jags get the playmaker that would have took us over the top. We have Nick is coming. What was the trade comp for the Browns again? So the Browns walked away with a steal. So they had a pick swap, a second round pick, and a first round next year. I feel like a fourth round this year, too. It's Eric Armstead, right? Thought so. Thought so. All right, man. So the pick is in, folks. Oh, relax, bro. Relax, man. Just tell us it's Travis Hunter so we can move on. Come on. Let's get it. Come on with it. All right. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy. Just say it's all right. Come on. Okay. Okay. What do we got? Okay. Come on, Eric. Travis Hunter, second overall to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We knew he was going second. I don't think a lot of us thought the Jaguars were going to trade up to the second round. Excuse me, the second overall pick. But we all knew that Travis was the second off of the board. I feel like all of us, we did ultimately end up predicting that. Now, what I want everyone to do is the Giants to draft Abdul Carter. Then afterwards, I also want the Patriots to draft Will Campbell. So now we can really get a good understanding of where everybody is going in the damn draft. What if the Browns are going Shedeur Sanders at 5 now, folks? Who's available right now? Like, what is their need? Like, who is the Browns? Who are the Browns going with right now? It was always either Abdul Carter and or Travis Hunter. What if they go Shedeur Sanders at 5 right now? Wow. All right, folks. I am going to go give my dog his insulin shot. I'll be right back. All right. So never mind, folks. I actually had to give him his food first. And in an hour from now, if someone can remind me at 9:30 p.m. EST, that's when I give him a shot. I don't know. It's been a day. It's been a day for me, man. Hunter is definitely playing corner now. He's going to be a corner. He's going to major in defense, minor in offense. Cook is just getting bad advice from his brother, who is a Cowboy. Let's not forget that I regularly forget that he is still in the league. Damn, I really wanted the Jags to draft Genty at 2. It would have been hilarious. Browns will trade again. T-Dog is saying that they're going to trade down again. Browns trade back again, I believe. Judy coming in with some hot takes here. Why not, right? Like, grab like 3 first-round picks next year in 2026. Like, you're hitting. And, like, that's one way to fast-track a rebuild. And you know what? So I'm not going to go out and say that I think Cleveland is going to win the AFC North or be a playoff team at any level. But I do think that they're going to be a hell of a lot better with Joe Flacco as their quarterback than people want to admit. Like, you talk to anybody about the Cleveland Browns, and they're typically saying, oh, like, that's a 3-4 win team. I think 8 wins, 7-8 wins is actually a hell of a lot more realistic because Joe Flacco actually did very well in that Stefanski system. And Stefanski is a hell of a damn play caller. It's all about systems, like system placement, etc. So I get that. Hunter is a guaranteed bust. It's already been spoken. George thinks Travis Hunter is going to be a bust. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nick, Dan, take us for a tour around your place sometime. Nick, happy to, man. Happy to. Once I clean this piece. Yeah, once I clean this piece, man, I'll do like a little behind-the-scenes vlog and stuff like that. I am happy to welcome you into my humble abode, my friend. Pez has come in. Shador Sanders is going to Miami. Pez, he's coming in. That would be something. That would be something. And the pick is in for the New York Giants. They wasted no time. Again, so I'm sure that Dwayne has the poll going right now in the chat. I think that we can all agree it's going to be Abdul Carter, barring some absolute miracle. Or maybe they shock the world and go Shador. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The pick is in. Oh. This is something, guys. This is something. Is Jordan Poyer a free agent? I wonder if he actually announces retirement. I feel like that's the next question that I have of whether or not that he might have announced his retirement. That's 144 likes, 250 watching on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, guys, for sure. Say, for example, that you can go ahead and run that like button up to about 250. I think that we can get there, and it's going to be a good time, man. Hey, Dan, reminder to give your dog his insulin. Sam, thank you so much. I got confused. I actually need to feed him first at 7:30, and then so I feed him at 8:30. And so I live in Central Time Zone in case anybody is interested. And did you just pop us in? I did pop us in. Indeed. Hey, what's up, Bailey? How's life? How's life? Smash the like button, you fools. Enlarge your wiener by at least 2 inches. Studies show that that's what happens. Indeed. Poyer will play somewhere else again for one more season. Maybe. All right, folks. It's official. The New York Giants have selected Abdul Carter. Okay, one thing I will give the Giants is their front seven is deadly. It just got a hell of a lot deadlier. I can give props to the Giants defensively. But now the question is, what are they going to do at QB? Will Russell Wilson be able to step up to the occasion and be somewhat serviceable? I'm not like really convinced. And to be honest with you, but we'll see. And the people have spoken. 82% say Giants draft Abdul Carter edge. 17% said that they are going to trade. All right, guys. This is going to be a fun little game, I think, that we're about to play here. I feel like we go on ahead and we bet or guess on who is next. Me? So I think the Patriots take Will Campbell here. They just came out with a report that the Patriots flew down to Louisiana to speak with him for, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th meeting. It's pretty much written in stone they're going to go with Will Campbell, barring some absolute um, crazy stuff. Let's talk business, baby. Let's talk business. Justin, so when do we think defensive tackle starts falling off of the board? Um, so I think Mason Graham is probably going to go top 10. I just don't know who's going to select Mason Graham right now, but like he's like a 3 tech guy, right? Um, Walter Nolan might go off, but like I think people are more so looking for like a pass rushing defensive tackle where Buffalo is just looking for more so of like a big body guy. I think Kenneth Grant is going to be right within our wheelhouse. One team that scares me that could potentially take him, that could take him away from us early, would probably have to be the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Cincinnati Bengals would probably be the one team that could pluck Grant's. I think they're at 18th overall pick, something like that. My son roots for the Patriots, and he thinks they are going to trade back. How far back would they go and still be able to get Will Campbell? So next would be the Browns. And so I think the Browns are probably not going to select an offensive tackle. If the Browns decide to trade back, we'll see as well. I feel like they would need to trade down, like with, say, for example, it's the Raiders or something. I think Will Campbell would still be there, but that's even pushing it. And I don't see the Jets wanting to trade with the Patriots, so that's going to be off the board. So their only option right now would probably be Raiders, maybe the Bears, and that's a big if. But a great question nonetheless. How many draft picks will there be tonight? Just the 32. It is just going to be the 32, and then tomorrow night is the second and third round. And then Saturday during the day is the 4th through the 7th round. I'm going to be live all night tonight, and I will also be live tomorrow evening. I don't believe that I'm going to be live on Saturday. I'm probably just going to be releasing a bunch of short form content for all of the Buffalo Bills picks for you guys to be able to enjoy. And then I'll probably do like a recap video of draft grades, and I'll probably just hammer this damn draft for a little bit for the next couple of weeks. But damn, I'm excited, man, because now we're finally getting answers of what some of these teams are going to look like once it is all said and done. Go 49ers. Bang, bang. Dude, we got Niners fans up in here. I love that. That's what we got, man. Niners fans in the building. Polls in New England said Campbell, offensive tackle. Sanders won't be drafted first round. Dude's an effing idiot. Wow. Wow, man. All right. So as long as Hunter and Carter didn't get into the AFC East, I am Gucci. Hey, man, listen. Hey, dude, look. That's good. That is good. Should the Bills go out for a wide receiver first round or DB or defensive line? Yuki, I am very much in the Kenneth Grant camp. It's not even so much a position. It's just like one player for me. And I hate to be that guy. I really hate to be that guy, but I am becoming that guy. That I feel like the only way that I'm going to be feeling some type of way and feeling really good about this all is say that we end up drafting Kenneth Grant or we trade out of the first into the second, but then trade up again slightly in the second, trade up again in the whatever. The Browns poll is up. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. And the New England Patriots pick is in. The pick is in, folks. What do we got? So New England, 83% is saying Will Campbell is the selection. We'll see what they decide to say. We have teleporting go post. What's up, Dan? I just got back from a call. An automatic fire alarm caused by steam from a shower. So that happens? Really? That's insane. That's a really hot shower and an irresponsibly placed fire alarm. Holy hell, man. Well, hey, man, listen, I am glad that you were back. And so I'm glad that it wasn't anything too serious. And I'm glad that you're safe, man. Dan, first 5 picks came fast. Damn. They did, right? They definitely did. Campbell, Mike Green, and the alligator arms. It's funny with Will Campbell because he does have short arms. Say that I would guess. I have a really funny feeling that Will Campbell will be transitioned over to a left guard right within the NFL, which is fine because the Patriots offensive line was ass last year and they could really like utilize a full revamp of that unit in general. So I can see and I can justify them making the gamble on a left tackle that might not be able to play that position, right? Yeah, he'll probably still be pretty good. Yeah, he'll probably still be okay, but he's going to be a left guard. Go Bills. Jeff, what's up, man? Go Bills indeed. Guys, listen, 590 of you in here, 290 of you rocking with me right now. Listen, if you are just tuning in, guys, roll call in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from. And let me know what team you are pulling for as well. We welcomed a lot of new subscribers, a lot of NFL fans, because vast majority of the subscribers came from some of my short videos that went like crazy viral. So please introduce yourself. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and let's get it in as the Patriots are about to announce their selection. And do you know where I can watch the actual draft? It's on NFL Network. Will Campbell, look at that, folks. Look at that. We already figured it out. Sorry on last late poll. Picks came really, really fast. They did, and I'll tell you what, I'm not complaining. At this rate, I think I might even be able to go to bed at a reasonable hour. And as many of you know, that makes me happy. At Dan Mitchell, I want Grand too, but I feel like that they're moving up for the first or second pick to trade Cook. Ooh, man, we'll see. Bellaboo, Bills fan from Florida. And so I reside in Florida myself. Abdul Carter was like, I'm all about New York. I laughed and was like, you mean New Jersey? That's what I'm saying. Like, where is the disrespect right here? North of DC goes Bills. Mike Check, what is going on, man? Spencer, New York, go Bills. LFG, Bills from Oklahoma. Philip, what is going on, my friend? Salem, Virginia, Bills, man. This is awesome. Go Bills out here in Desert Hot Springs, California. Captain Pennsylvania, welcome to the show. I appreciate you rocking with me. Guys, we are going to be live reacting to the entirety of the draft. 305 of you in the chat right now. Don't be shy, folks. Do not be shy and introduce yourself to our live chat community. Guys, I am live Monday through Friday, every single weekday for a daily episode. And tomorrow I'm going to be unpacking in detail whoever the Bills decide to walk away with in the first round, or maybe we're talking about how we traded out. So if you are subscribed, make sure you turn on bell notifications so you never miss an opportunity to come in. Like normally my shows are structured where I talk for 10 to 15 minutes. And then afterwards I put it exclusively over to the live chat because I want to talk to you guys. That is half the reason we're here. Question. Remember that game where Josh Allen scored 2 touchdowns on one play against the 49ers? I certainly did. Sanders to Vegas. Sanders to Vegas is what we, that is indeed a take. And you know what I'm going to have to do right now? I'm going to have to go on ahead and just double check. Okay. And so I wanted to make sure that like my stream is not lagging tremendously, or if that was just my boy Drew. He's coming in. He's making a prediction. From Thomas in Georgia. Let's go Bills. What's up, man? How you doing? Go Bills from Quebec. Yvonne, what's up? Go Bills from Oklahoma. Eno, what's going on? Hope all is well. Tennessee, go Bills. Bird, that's what I'm talking about, man. Welcome. Hit that damn like button, you fools. Are we trading up? So rumors are that we already ended up making a call to Pittsburgh for pick 21. So we're interested in moving up. We're interested in moving up. I think Ray Davis is going to show some amazing skills this year. Don't ask me why, just a feeling. I'd be shocked if we traded James because the Cards aren't in the favorites. Oh, dude, he's getting emotional. Yeah, Will Campbell's getting emotional right now, man. Poll is 38% says Ted McMillan, 33% Banks, 27% says that they trade. Ted McMillan, Banks. So for the Browns, we'll see. Go Bills, upstate New York. John Speedle. What's up, Dan? Go Bills. Johnny Q coming at you from New Smyrna Beach. Watch your channel often. Let's go Bills. The shark attack capital of the world. What is going on, man? What is going on, man? Stay safe and stay out of the water over there, my friend. And listen, I live so right in between Panama City Beach and Destin, Florida. And there's a shit ton of sharks where I'm at too. So I normally stay away from the ocean, to be honest with you. No spoilers. I am behind. The pick is in for the Cleveland Browns, folks. And according to the poll, 38% of you said Ted McMillan, 33% said Kelvin Banks, 27% said trade. Why do I have a feeling? Why do I have a feeling that Shador is coming right here? Stefanski's got a smirk on his face right now. I'm not sure if I like it. Why do I feel like he's going Shador? Chat. Why do I think that? Bills family live from Sydney, Australia. Let's go Buffalo. What? I thought you lived in Buffalo. I was born in Buffalo, and I lived there until I was 13 years old. And then my dad, he moved me and my family down to South Carolina, and then now I live in Florida. Captain is coming saying, I've lived in Lauderdale Lakes. I've had enough of the swamp. I'm in the desert now. That's what I'm thinking. Browns might take Sanders here. It'd be crazy. Yo, what up, man? How you doing? No, they aren't taking Sanders. I mean, they traded down, and all I ever heard, right? Like, all I ever heard was, oh, it's Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter, who they going with? And then they trade down. I'm, like, wondering who they take here. I think it might be Shador. I don't go in the water here, brother. Yeah, man, don't. Question, what is the cost to move from 30 to 21? And do you see a scenario where Bean trades an early round pick next year if someone drops? Hold up. They go. Mason Graham. Oh, Mason Graham, folks, is a Cleveland Brown. Total smokescreen. Total smokescreen. All we heard was Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter at 2. They trade down. They select Mason Graham. That's going to be a pretty filthy defensive line. I'm not going to lie to you. That's going to be a pretty insane defensive line. However, folks, if you haven't been sold, or if you were not already sold on Kenneth Grant, there's a lot of people who believe that the reason Mason Graham was so good was because of Kenneth Grant. Think about it. Think about it, folks. Grant could open up Ed Oliver to sites we've never seen before. Gene tied to the Raiders. I can feel it. Oh, man. Mason Graham and Myles Garrett. That is absolutely nasty. Panama, California. Go Bills. Cliff, what's up, man? Here we go, boys. Sanders to Vegas. We got K-Sean in here, dude. Dude, we got K-Sean in here. He is manifesting Shador Sanders of the Raiders right now. But, yo, why do I feel like y'all are going Ashton Genty right now? So why do I feel like y'all going Ashton Genty? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. So, Dwayne, run the poll up in YouTube right now. Chat. And so I know my boy's going to be mad at me about this. Oh, hey, Dwayne, that's completely fine. And so I know my boy K-Sean's about to be mad at me for saying this. I know he wants Sanders, but I have a feeling that Ashton Genty is the pick here. That or they trade down with the Bears to get it. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. It's Ashton Genty right to the Raiders. I have a feeling it's going to be it. Pick was too quick, and they already knew they were taking Sanders. Let's see. Let's see what they do here. And Carroll needs his RB. Let's see what he's got. It's official, folks. It is official. The Raiders are selecting Ashton Genty. The Raiders are selecting Ashton Genty. It is now official. Hey, listen. Solid selection. And listen, so Shador could still be on the table. And so the Raiders could trade up in the late first and get it done. It's now official. These picks come way faster than 10 minutes. They do. And I'll tell you what, bro, I am not necessarily upset. So chat, what I'm doing right now is that I am actually having my Twitter feed up because I'm getting a hell of a lot more quicker updates, or I'm getting quicker updates from Twitter than I am from this stream, because I think that there's some sort of a lag on YouTube TV, but that's where we're at. And the Jets get Shador. Oh my God, wouldn't that be something? He has nothing to run behind. Yeah, right. Sanders to the New Jersey Jets. Oh my God. I think you were in Charlotte when I started watching your channel, or that area. And so I have friends in Destin. I'll have to hit you up next time I'm up that way. Go Bills, baby. John, for sure, man. Yeah, most definitely. I lived in Charlotte for a spell, for sure. Yeah, dude. That's awesome. Hit me up. Let me know. I'll be around, man. I'll be around. We have Alberto. Someone tell Sanders he looks like an idiot with that. Oh, wow, dude. And there's a lot of Sanders hate in here. Jets are going Sanders. All right. So my prediction. My prediction is Armand Membu. It's Armand Membu for the Jets. Right tackle, maybe Tyler Warren. Maybe Tyler Warren, they do it. Select Genty. Hey, listen. Sometimes when you have a questionable offensive line, you need a back like that. So you need a running back like that. I have a feeling it's going to be solid. Yo, dude, we'll see what Las Vegas does. That's some stuff right there, y'all. Guys, look at that. 604 of you in here right now, 270 of you on YouTube, 306 of you on X, and 27 of you on Facebook. What is going on, guys? Listen, for those of you that are just tuning in, please do me a favor and introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know what team you're representing, where you're tuning in from. Always curious to see where everyone's locking in. Someone tell Sanders he looks like it. Oh, my God, we already have that again. I think Broncos may make a play for Hampton. He is the Alvin Kamara comp. So the Broncos are interesting because they haven't had a 1,000-yard running back since 2018, I think it was. It's been a long-ass time, and Denver needs a quality run game. Fine, Sanders Danola, let's go. Sanders Danola, man. Yeah, dude, let's see what's up. And so who's your team, Kayshawn? And so who's your team, bro? We have, it's ironic because if the Patriots didn't win that meaningless game in week 18, then they could have drafted either Abdul Carter and or Travis Hunter. Hey, man, you know what? I suppose it's anything to send off Gerard Mayo prior to being fired. Vegas better pick Ashton Genty. They did. It is now official. I'm sitting here and I am updating my Twitter feed. All right, folks, it's official. The New York Jets have selected Missouri offensive tackle Armand Membu. He is a New York Jet. Armand Membu is the pick for the New York Jets. Just follow Jordan Schultz on X, folks, because we're getting the news fastest when he comes in. Fastest when it rolls in. We are seeing Jets have selected Missouri offensive tackle Armand Membu per sources. Let's get it in. Armand Membu is the pick for the New York Jets. Now, breaking news. We have Estevan has come in. He's saying, Niners from Cali. What's up, Estevan? What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? And so tell us, man, who are you hoping the Niners select? It's coming up. Go Bills from Delray Beach. What's up, Amanda? Hope all is well. Hope you were enjoying your evening. And I appreciate you rocking with me this evening as we chill. Go Bills, Grant. I am a Kenneth Grant or bust sort of guy. And so I've just been following Dion and his crew since high school. Fair, man. Fair. I love that. Can you shout out to my kids, Jaden and Mason? Go Bills. Shout out to Jaden. Shout out to Mason. What's up, Jaden and Mason, man? Have fun with Dad this evening. So you're witnessing history, and the draft's always a good time, and football's right around the corner. Love that. And by the way, Kayshawn, say that I had to guess what team Shador is going to. It's the Steelers at 21 is my guess. It's my guess that that's it. All right, folks. We saw that already. We had Armand Membu. He is the next selection for the New York Jets per Jordan Schultz. 7 picks, Dan, and we're not even an hour deep into the draft. So much for poll every pick. I mean, damn. Yeah, dude, it's been a while. Twitter is so much faster than the actual draft. It is because they're all getting this information almost immediately. Do good, be good, God bless, and go Bills. Mark, absolutely, man. Speak it into existence. Shout out Drew, go Bills. Pez has come in. Dart is going to the Saints at 9. So you're saying Dart goes above Shador? That'd be crazy. Please don't read Twitter anymore. You're spoiling it for me. Go. Oh, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to do is have these picks announced immediately. And who do you think the Seahawks are going to draft? We have Alexander. I think the Seahawks could go a couple of different directions. So they did lose out on Lockett, and so they did lose out on DK Metcalf. Yes, you ended up bringing in Cooper Kupp. You still have JSN. So wide receiver is probably set. Like, you might be able to target a wide receiver in the second or the third. You're probably good there. Seattle Seahawks. I'm trying to rack my brain on some of your, like, needs. I could see an edge rusher, perhaps. I could perhaps see, like, an Ezeruku, who's a stud. I could see a defensive lineman. I'm trying to, like, rack my brain around, like, some other guys that they could potentially go for. Maybe the trenches, like a Kelvin Banks. I don't know, man. I listen to a lot of sports content creators. Dan Mitchell is my favorite. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Listen, there are some great sports content creators out there. And for you to say that I am your favorite is humbling. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And so I really enjoy doing this. I've been doing it for about 6 years. 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, have 110,000 on TikTok, 90,000 on Instagram. I have 11,000 on Facebook. It's crazy. I never would have thought that this many people would just like to sit back and talk ball with me on a regular occasion, man. It's cool stuff. Andre, they need a guard. I feel like Tyler Booker would be a bit of a reach, right? So I feel like Tyler Booker would be a bit of a reach that high. Maybe they shock the world and go him. Hello from San Antonio. I have a family, a Dallas Cowboy from Maui, Buffalo Bills fan, waiting for the number 30th pick. Well, I will tell you what. From San Antonio, and I have family, a Dallas Cowboy fan in Maui, Bills fan, waiting for the number 30th pick. I know. Well, I'll tell you what. So there has been rumors, or actually, so it has been confirmed that Buffalo did reach out to Pittsburgh, intrigued on whether or not that they would be interested in trading down from 21. So it sounds like Bean's doing his homework. Hey, and so the later the pick, the better the team. Sanders has always had to change the program to a winning program. Let's see what he can do with a decent program. Dude, I love the optimism, baby. Love the optimism. Were you shocked by the Browns? Everybody was shocked by the Browns. I did not see a single expert analyst predict that in the slightest. I did not see an expert analyst predict that in the slightest. And nobody saw that coming. I thought that the Browns, like, were either going Abdul or Travis Hunter. That's it. I never even thought that they would have traded down from the second overall pick. Who are the Jets taking? They have selected Armand Membu, right tackle, out of Mizzou. Right tackle out of Mizzou. Solid stuff for the Jets, too. So I have to give the Jets credit. So their offensive line is very, very good, with the exception of right tackle. They did not have a quality right tackle. If this guy could step in immediately and be that dude, then Justin Fields has no excuse. He has zero excuse because he's going to be having the best offensive line he's ever had in his career. But then again, it is the New York Jets. So how much can we really and so how much confidence can we really have in the New York Jets? I'm glad the Browns didn't take a QB. As of now, what are chances of getting Starks? He's been falling quite a bit, but him falling raises quite a bit of concerns for me because he's talented as hell. And what that tells me is that more than likely, when he's been going on his top 30 visits, he's been sitting with trainers and sitting with the team doctors. And there must be something pretty significantly wrong in the health department for him. He has a lingering injury or something that's super close into potentially being a season ender. So it would be a dream if Malachi could fall all the way to 25, 26, but there's a price attached to that. And there's always a reason. There's always a reason why a player that is oftentimes projected top 15 is now getting projected toward the bottom half of the draft. So I suppose I would have to wait to hear what this would be looking like, man. All right, we have the Panthers up next with the 8th overall pick. I'm going to check Jordan Schultz and see if he's dropped it. Oh, all right, chat. And so do y'all want me to spoil it? And so do y'all want me to spoil who the Panthers selected? Guess who the Panthers selected? And so just put a 1 in the chat, say that you want me to announce it. And so the second rate that I know. Or say that you want me to wait until the television says it so y'all are not spoiled. They selected number 8, Tet McMillan. Tet McMillan, wide receiver for Arizona. No, it's not Kenneth Grant, Spuddy Mun. Don't you tell me that. Don't you tell me that, man. They selected Tet McMillan. Tet McMillan is the pick for the Carolina Panthers. And so Nathaniel says, oh. He says, oh. Oh, man. 673 of you in the chat, man. 298 of you on YouTube. Guys, smash that like button for me. So I feel like we could easily get up to about, I'd say 500 like buttons by the end of this stream because we're going to be going all damn night, right? Thank God I have a little bit more sparkling water in the fridge, and we'll be able to knock it out. But guys, the next player is Tet McMillan. So I'll be completely honest with you. I am not a big Tet McMillan sort of guy. I think it makes sense for the Carolina Panthers because I think that what he does well is going to fit just right with Bryce Young in that system. Why I didn't like Tet McMillan for a lot of NFL teams is that I don't believe that he will ever be a wide receiver number 1. He reminds me a lot of what Keon Coleman is to the Buffalo Bills. He's a contested catch guy. He's a big body guy. He wins by physicality. That's what he's going to be. He's going to be a complement, hopefully, to Xavier Legette. Hopefully to Adam Thielen. He's going to be like a gimmick guy. He's going to be like a situational guy, if you were to ask me. Hence why I didn't like Tet McMillan for a few teams that we're looking for somebody that was exclusively going to be like a wide receiver number 1. He's slow. He runs like a 4.5, 4.6. He has great physicality. He's a jump ball guy. We saw that video where he said he doesn't watch film, right? So that was a big red flag for me. But yeah, we shall see. What are you getting into these spoils? Where are you getting these spoilers, Aiden? I am on Jordan Schultz Twitter page. So I go on ahead and I just refresh, and then he has been announcing the picks. He deleted it. He deleted Tet McMillan. Folks, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Maybe he is making the edit, but he had a tweet that the Panthers selected Tet McMillan, but he since deleted it. So hold the phone. Hold the phone. How are y'all behind? They got T-Mac. Tet McMillan, you are a Carolina Panther. All right, man, we have James Tyler. Hey, Dan, Bills fan from Ventura, California. Come on, Kenneth Grant. Let me tell you what, James. Join the Kenneth Grant Club. And so is anybody else in here a Kenneth Grant or bust president, right? Like, who is a part of the Kenneth Grant or bust in the first round club? Because that's kind of where I'm at right now, like low key. Love watching your videos and streams. Learn so much from your videos and streams. Keep it up. I got your videos on notifications, so I never miss it. And people, you don't want to miss Dan Mitchell. Mark Connolly, man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude. For real. I always see you in the chat, man. You are the man. Say, for example, that like you ever want to check out the show, like right on YouTube. Like we have a very exhilarating live chat that is very engaging. And yeah. So say, for example, you ever want to hop on over to YouTube, it's the exact same stream. We just have a hell of a lot more people in the live chat audience in case you guys are interested in coming on over here. It's a solid club. Justin has said, I am Kenneth Grant or trade back. You and me both, man. Yeah, you and me both. Grant or trade. And then Nick goes, this guy is a Grant or bust club. Dude, I am the president of Kenneth Grant or bust club. It will cost too much, but I really want to trade up with the Arizona Cardinals. It would cost a mint, bro. And so Mark's got it on YouTube too. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Should we trade up with the Arizona Cardinals? That would be pretty expensive. And I'm not sure if Bean would do it because Bean's pretty much like, he's pretty cheap, to be honest with you. He's pretty cheap. Tet McMillan. Tet McMillan. Tet McMillan. All right, so we have an update right now, folks, on the Armand Membu pick for the Jets. The Jets had 2 45-minute Zooms with Armand Membu this week. Clearly, he sold them on his potential to become an anchor for the next decade. So it sounds like they were doing a lot of their homework on this offensive lineman. I'm going to have to tip my cap to Aaron Glenn. That was a solid move for any Jets fans that are watching. Folks, if there is any Jet fan in here, let yourself be known. Solid pick. If there's any Panthers fan in here, let us know your thoughts. In fact, if your team has selected in the draft already, please let yourself be known. Tell us how you feel about it. Kenneth Grant trade down. Matthews coming. What are the odds the Bills can get like Will Johnson or Barron? So I'll tell you what, both of them have actually been falling pretty significantly because I think there's some injury concerns. Better than you think. Better than you think. Like dropping the 30, maybe not. But say that we wanted to trade up to 21, which has already been rumored we have shown interest in doing. I think both of them could be there. We'll see. Sorry, Dan. I have to stop watching you for now. Twitter is ruining the draft. Sorry, Dan. I love you, buddy. Hey, man. No, it's completely fine, man. It's completely fine. I will not be upset with you here. Being as a peasant when it comes to going on a draft spending spree. Shador is about to go to the Saints. We got a little Bo in here, man. He's making it happen. Grant's hype is exactly like Dan with Brian Thomas Jr. last year. Dude, who remembers all the players that I was hyping up last year in the draft, right? Was Brian Thomas Jr. and Ladd McConkey. I was pounding the table for both of those wide receivers for the Buffalo Bills. God, dude. I wanted both of those dudes on this damn team. I wanted both of those dudes on that damn team, man. That's where we're going to have to go. All right, Saints are on the clock. Saints are on the clock. Let's rock it. And Grant would take Miller's spot, right? No. He would be right in the interior. He would basically be right behind Daquan Jones. So, like, this year, he would be
technically behind him on the depth chart. He could potentially steal the position from him. But yeah, he's basically another Daquan Jones, or at least that position, that responsibility on the defensive line. That's what we would be looking for. If not for Elam, 2022 is generational. It really was. That was a class that absolutely cooked. Zero questions there. Chat. So again, I did have somebody leave because they didn't want me spoiling everything. If y'all want me to spoil the draft picks, please put a 1 in the chat, because I'm getting this information a hell of a lot faster than what the TV is saying. Say, for example, you want me to spoil the draft picks, please put a 1 in the chat. If you do not want me to, just put a 2. And so we'll run a little poll. In fact, you know what, Dwayne? This is a perfect time. Dwayne, this is a perfect time and for a poll. All right. But I think it appears to be a pretty resounding yes. Quite a few. We have Cliff doesn't want it. Solana Braggs wants me to do it. Have Angel does not want me to do it. Like, dude, ones are littering the chat, man. We're just going to have to do a poll. 3. And so Jeff just comes in. He's being different, man. He's being different. He's trying to stand out. I like it. I like it, man. And so it's only 5 to 7 seconds off. The pick is in, folks. The New Orleans Saints selects Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle out of Texas. Did anybody see that coming? Did anybody see that coming? Kelvin Banks, folks. 600, 1 million. Y'all just trolling me right now in the chat. Please vote if you want me to spoil the picks, because I'm getting the information a hell of a lot faster. Sanders is falling to Pittsburgh for sure. 1, I'm not watching TV. Phillip's like, fuck it. Just tell me. And Lil Bo says just 1, dude. So I got to work in the morning. All right. Yeah, guys. We had Kelvin Banks Jr. He's offensive tackle out of Texas, is a New Orleans Saint, investing in the offensive line. And so I didn't see that coming either. And so I want either Kenneth Grant / Derek Harmon or Mike Green. I'm not interested in a corner. Interesting. So do you think that Walter Nolan could fall to pick 30? Yeah, but so I wouldn't want the Bills to select him, right? Because he's so right on our defensive line, like we already have 2 3 techs, and that's what Walter Nolan is. He is a 3 tech. So I feel like it would be redundant. And like we really don't have a quality 1 tech defensive tackle on this roster behind Daquan Jones. And Daquan Jones is on the final year of his contract. He's likely gone next year. So we need the big body that takes over for Daquan Jones. That's more along the lines like, so true 1 techs, like what we're looking for, names like, so Grant. So obviously I say Alfred Collins would be considered a 1 tech. I would probably also consider a Tyleek Williams to be a 1 tech as well. So one of those 3 names as far as like quality starting. He says, Dan, poll is running 50-50. So it's 50-50. Some of us want me to spoil it. Some of y'all do not want me to all right, listen, this is very polarizing. So I think I'm going to have to wait until it's on the TV. Dan, run this through YouTube. 50% of the audience is not worth frustrating. Yeah. You're right, chat. All right, chat. Have no fear. I will not spoil it. I am sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I don't want to upset anybody. I will be announcing and giving you my raw reaction via the TV. And you know what? I'm not even going to look at the Twitter feed at all. I'm not even going to look at it, man. Listen, I don't want to polarize anybody. Here we have 2. We have everyone coming to 1. Everyone coming to 1. All right, we have Judy. Who are you watching on Twitter? It is Jordan Schultz. That's SCHULTZ. He's out of Fox Sports, I want to say. He's breaking the news significantly early. So that's kind of where it's at. Oh, the Bears. The pick is in, folks. Where's Chicago going? Where the hell is Chicago picking right now? Oh. Oh. And so I'm not spoiling it, but nobody saw this coming. No one saw this coming. Not a soul saw this coming. I promise you that. Not a soul. Holy shit. Chat. Who saw this? And so are we going to trade or are we going to be fine? Dan, where are you at? City and state. Nice try. Nice try, FBI. No, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm in a place called Rosemary Beach. It is right between Panama City and Destin, Florida. Um it's called 30A. It's off of 30A. Dan, and do you think the Bills will trade up? Maybe. Statement. I obviously want Grant. However, if Nolan falls and we draft him and double dip for a guy like Collins or Walker later in the draft, I would be okay. And the more I watch Nolan, the more I like. Dude, let's see what happens. Colston Loveland for the Chicago Bears, folks. Damn. Who thought that he would go over Warren? Who thought Homie would go over Warren, dude? That's insane. Ooh. Next one's pretty interesting, too. Next one's pretty interesting, too. Colson Loveland. Who saw that coming? I really want the Bills to draft Tez Johnson or Matthew Golden. Ah, okay. All right, man. I can't wait for the schedule release, Dan. Big podcast, May 14th, man. We are going to have a crazy ass show. You already know what it is. I am in Central America. That's my guy right there, dude. And the TV is 2 picks behind. It's not even necessarily that the TV is behind. It's just all of these like beat reporters and stuff. So with all the beat reporters, they're getting the news before it's announced and they're leaking it, right? So that's why it's all there. Is there any chance that we get Starks? We could, man. I mean, anything is possible, really. Anything is possible. Guys, if you are just coming in, please do not be shy and introduce yourself in the chat. We would love to welcome you in. Love to welcome you in. See what you're doing. Shout out to everybody. A Colson Loveland rates so to Chicago. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. My God. Damn, we want Grant. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So is TD and Richie getting it out faster? Maybe. So I would want to see us draft Ty Felton in the second and the third round. As a Maryland fan, he was the best offensive player on a bad college team last year. I mean, dude, who knows at this point? 49ers got a good pick. They did. I'm kind of curious to see how my boy Jesse feels about this because he's our 49ers representative over on. He's our 49ers representative over on it seems like they're happy about it from where I'm standing. Seems like they're happy right now. Colson Loveland is crazy. 49ers selected somebody I wasn't anticipating either. Tyler Warren is way better. Jed, it was weird from Chicago, dude. Like, Bears fans got to be revolting. So, could anybody, like, all right, here. I feel like, all right, listen, what I'm going to do is read the comments of this. Yeah, it's time to fire Ryan Poles, bro. Someone says, Colts will take Warren. Oh, my God. It's the 49ers are coming in. Brantley Birds come in. And do you think Buffalo made the Super Bowl this year instead of the Chiefs? Will the Bills get BTA like the Chiefs did? So it depends. Say that we have a first round grade on the player. Say that we have a first round grade on the player. Then yes, we will. But if not, then we'll probably end up trading down. Xavier Watts, the Buffalo. Say that he could fall in the late second, then I'm an absolute huge on that. Ben Johnson is huffing glue. I didn't see that coming, dude. I did not see that coming. I thought that he was going to go in the early second round. So we're talking top 10, like a top 10 pick for Colson Loveland. And listen, and so I know that there are quite a bit of Michigan fans that watch this show too. But I don't think anybody was anticipating Loveland would go above Warren. David Lohr, what's going on? Sewanee, Georgia, what's going on, man? Happy Thursday. Happy draft day. Let's get. Hey, Dan, is the dog doing okay? He's doing great, man. He's doing great. I just fed him at 50 minutes ago, and then in 10 minutes, I have to give him his insulin shot. He's a diabetic. He's 10 years old. He lost his sight a couple of months ago. Very sad, but he still gets around fine. We talked to the vet, and he said that when it comes into dogs, most important to them is smell, then hearing, and then sight. So he said that he's confident that he's still pretty happy. So, dude, he's cool. He's cool, man. He's my little buddy, man. He's my little buddy. Bengals fan, bruh. I'm drafting really good people in fantasy. Dude, lock in, my boy. Lock in, my boy. Can we beat the Chiefs? Yes. Can we beat the Chiefs and the refs? No. Ooh, man. And so I give my cats 2 shots a day. How do they take that? Like, that would be a big fear to me, like trying to put insulin right into a cat, because I feel like that they'd bite the shit out of me. So luckily with little man, he's cool and he trusts me and stuff. It's looking good for us. Yeah, it is, KB. It still remains to be seen if this will be a happy draft day in being we trust. I know, right? 10 minutes for the shot. George, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I got to go on ahead and give Milo his little shot. His shotty, baby. Let me see. I'm calling it now. Golden is going to Dallas. Is that right? All right. So we have an update. on why the Bears went with Colson Loveland. We have an update. New Bears tight end Colson Loveland won over a lot of front offices throughout his pre-draft process. So it sounds like the Bears must have just fell in love with his personality and his want to. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Ryan Reed has come in. Hello, Dan, and good evening. What's up, John Mitchell? How you doing? Ryan Reed. And so I give my dogs their own shots besides rabies. Yeah, dude, for real. Hit Bob for good luck. All right. I'll be back. Yo, we're back, man. Milo's got his insulin. Everything is solid. 302 of you in the chat, guys. Guys, listen, if you are just joining in, please do me a favor and introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know. Let us know. The solid one asked me, where is Dan? I was giving my dog his insulin shot. Dan, we've both been following Miami close. And do they go offensive line or defensive line? A couple of mocks have Grant going there. Say that I'm Miami, I think that it would be a hard press if they did not address the offensive line. I think offensive line is hands down the most important thing that they need to address. I think they should go with Josh Simmons. So I'd say a tackle out of Ohio State. I'd probably go him. But I suppose so with the anything could be possible. Where's Dan? Yo, what up, dude? How you doing? Pez has come in and saying Bills are trading with the Steelers and Sanders is going to Miami. Oh, man. Michael Williams, 49ers in the chat, baby. Michael Williams. All right. See what it is, man. And so an OT for Miami, yeah, I think they go tackle. Yeah, I think they go tackle. Miami's picking in like 2 picks, I want to say. Yeah, so Dallas is coming up right now. Hot take, Dallas goes Omari and Hampton. We have solid one. We go in safety. Say that we go safety, so it better be Malachi Starks / Emanwari. And so I do like Emanwari. Yes, he's a physical freak, but that's kind of where we're at. But and get your window back up for the picks. Yeah, my bad, man. My bad. Miami definitely needs offensive line. So the thing is with Miami, like this team, they have so many holes that if I'm a Miami fan, I wouldn't be pissed off if they went in any direction for this upcoming pick because they have a lot of things that need to be done. If they don't address offensive line, I think this is a sign that they have no intention of seeing Tua as their QB of the future. So I think that if they do end up going defensive line or they go corner, for example, they could go Jahdae Barron here too. That could potentially be it / Will Johnson. They could go corner since Ramsey is now on the trade block too. I mean, so many different things could happen here, which is it's wild. We have Dr. Jekyll. The thing is with Miami is they suck. Indeed. Statement. I can see that happening with Hampton. Bills might get the edge from Boston College, Donovan Ezeruku. Jerry Jones, man. Who did Jerry Jones select? Let me see. Oh, it's surprising, but it's not surprising because Jerry Jones made the decision. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, once y'all see who the Cowboys select, like, you're going to be like, wow, that guy went that high. But then you're going to remind yourself that it was the Cowboys. And the pick is in. The Dallas Cowboys select offensive guard Tyler Booker. Tyler Booker. That is insane. Is anyone else extremely happy Shador? Hey, oh, man. We have Dante. Bro has a massive ego. We are family. No spoiler prediction. Sheesh. Oh, man. You're really sipping that morning routine water. Dude. Dude, I know, right? Love this. So I don't do a face plunge with this. I just drink it. That's it. I have yet to do a face plunge. So I'm making fun of my friends so hard. How'd they screw this up? I suppose I'm not mad, right? But really? So they go Tyler Booker there? That's Jerry Jones right there. Like, that's a Jerry Jones move. That's a Jerry Jones move. And so I'm watching Micah Parsons right now, and he is absolutely salty. Grant to the Chiefs will blow your top. If Grant goes to the Chiefs, I will probably decapitate Bob behind me. Oh my God, you have no idea. If that happens, and we pass on Kenneth Grant and then the Kansas City Chiefs select him, I'm going to be so pissed off. Man, if the Dolphins draft Sanders, TD will be insufferable. I don't think they would. Sanders made a custom room just to wind up going out on day one. Oh my God. The more O-line that go off on the board, better for us. Yeah. No. I agree. It's Jerry Jones. We have XO put. Literally just have to remind myself it's Jerry. So I thought that he would pull a Jerry Jones move by going for like the second running back, like maybe an RB2 in the draft. But going Tyler, but like, look at the crowd right now on TV at Dallas fans. Like, none of them are cheering. So the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are doing their best to hype everybody up, but everyone's like looking around being like, what the fuck was that? Absolutely insane, man. Poor Bob. Yeah, podcast junkie, man. These unexpected picks of Loveland and Booker are helpful to us. Push that talent down, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Push it down. Push it down. Is it good to see you, though, Dan? Let's go. Dante, what's up, man? Hope all is well. It is good to see you as well. Parsons is salty. He's got to be. If Grant and Johnson are on the board, who are you taking? I'm still taking Grant. You got to love seeing the other three AFC East teams drafting so early. It's true. And Shador Sanders will go to the Steelers at 21. That's kind of what I'm predicting, too. That's kind of what I'm predicting as well. A veteran scout on Tyler Booker. Mean, rugged, and damn good, someone said. Big, strong, powerful man on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Looks like 21 will not be the Buffalo Bills. DCAT. It's still early. DCAT. Like, we did end up calling and inquiring, but we do know that Bean's pretty cheap. Parsons is salty. Was Tyler Booker a top 3? So the OG right in the draft. He was the best offensive guard in the draft. So best interior offensive lineman. Dan, if we pass on Grant and Casey gets Grant, you will see my YouTube rage live. Dude, I really don't know like how I would react if that happened. And rest in peace to everybody's timeline on X, because all of Bills Mafia would be absolutely crashing out online if that were to occur. Like, that's like my worst nightmare for this evening. Sanders getting the Aaron Rodgers treatment. Would be pissed if the Finns take Warren.
Imagine Dolphins take a quarterback. Are the Dolphins trading? It's taking them a bit. So they're still on the clock. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to select. And I got to tell you, I don't have the information in front of me right now. I don't know who they selected. So while I could potentially spoil it, I don't even have the information. So they're taking a second. The pick is in. The pick is in, folks. Bear with me here. Okay. Nothing yet. Nah, fam. I keep calling it Sanders falling out of the first round. George, dude, my boy George is he's the leader of the haters. He's the leader of the Shador Sanders haters, dude. He's the president of that club. Oh my God. We have Richard Trump is saying Loveland has better hair. I mean, maybe that's why. Like, maybe that's why. Oh my God. Maybe that is why, man. Holy hell. Guys, 326 of you are in here. Say, for example, you're just tuning in. Please introduce yourself in the chat and let us know what team you are currently representing. Yes, I can imagine vast majority of us are Bills fans, but all fan bases are welcome. This could be the shred line for you. If you are pissed at your team for what they selected or pumped that your team selected somebody, let us know who you got. It's breaking news. The Dolphins select another season without a playoff win. That is an absolute fact. Like, share, subscribe. Absolutely. We have Amanda. We have Amanda in the chat. All right, here, hold up. Still waiting on Jordan Schultz to put something out. Still haven't seen anything from Jay Schultz. And so we need a TD reaction. So he's actually live right now on the Roundtable Sports channel in case you guys are interested. And I am a huge Bills fan. Toon Army, you are in good company, my friend. And I got to tell you what, thank you so much for subscribing. Turn on those bell notifications, man, because I am live every single day, Monday through Friday, on this channel, talking ball. So apparently the 49ers tried to trade up, but ultimately stayed put and got their edge rusher in Micah Williams. Put on the TD reaction. First off, I want to see. And so you know what? Fuck! Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Trade down. Trade down, man. Trade down. Damn it. Kenneth Grant. All right, folks. He's a solid player, solid one-tech defensive tackle. He's a nose tackle. He could be a nose tackle right in their scheme. He's going to try and open up so they're edge rushers that just can't stay healthy. They went with Kenneth Grant at 13. God, man. He's about to waste his career over there. That's sad. Well, now he's the enemy. Now he's the enemy, folks. Now he's the enemy. Yeah, now he's the enemy. All right. Here's my fear. Here's my fear now. My fear is that we go with Derek Harmon.
That's my fear because I don't think he's a scheme fit. Damn. Hot. Oh my god, dude. All right, let's see if TD Finstock's reacting to this. Dan, don't put that in the air. Dude, I know. I know, man. I am pissed right now. And so if it's Harmon, it's a big FU. Oh my god, dude. Come on. Soon as when I saw that, man. Oh, dude, rip my damn heart out. Damn it. 932, 400, dude. All right. Hey. Next man up. Next man up. All right, folks. Oh my god. My god, man. Dan, that one hurt. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Who is your best pick now at any position? Low key, I'm kind of hoping we trade down now. And Dan is devastated. I am indeed devastated. You have no idea. I am indeed devastated. I feel like I'm going like Malachi Starks, maybe Will Johnson would also be interesting. Ajay Barron, who's still surprisingly still on the board. And we just saw Tyler Warren went over to the Indianapolis Colts. That is not a surprise. But I guess from where I stand right now with Kenneth Grant, I don't know. I'd say I'd be fine with Trey Amos. So I'd be fine with Malachi Starks. And so I'd be fine with Emin Wari. I'd be okay with Barron. And then if not, just trade down. Trade down if that was the case. Nick is coming and says, so I feel like you're sleeping a bit on Derek Harmon. And so I obviously wanted Grant, but Harmon is a very solid prospect and fits for our scheme. Yeah. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see, man. Hopefully everyone's correct here. Dan, we have the Eminwari, Starks, Golden, Johnson, still some options. I know. Will Johnson, yeah, like he would be pretty solid too. And Trey Amos, a lot of us are thinking that. Miami reached for a guy that is good. It's going to happen. I can see the future now. And I would be calling the Falcons and getting Barron and then trading 30 to the Giants for a second and a third. I mean, whatever you can do, man. We got Richard Trump. We have Jonas. Hell, let's jump up and get Starks and or Green. Dan, don't be mad at me, the messenger. Dan. So do you think we're going to trade up or no? Like now, like what's the point, right? So now what's the point? Like now my vision for defensive tackle is one of these two names. Tyleik Williams or Alfred Collins. And those guys I don't want to take in the first. I'd much rather take in the second. That's kind of where we're at. We have Edgar has come in. And do you think Tyleik will go in the first? I'd feel a hell of a lot more comfortable if we ended up selecting him in the second, like via a trade down from the first, right? Like pick 36, for example. Like start hopping on the phone right now with the Browns and also the New York Giants in case they wanted to trade up for like a Jackson Dart or something like that in this upcoming draft. Gabriel, so the Finns grabbed a player you wanted, and TD Finns is going to cook you tomorrow. How do you know he's going to cook me? Just because he's loud and he spews nonsense doesn't mean that he cooks anybody. All right? Doesn't mean that he cooks anybody. Kenneth Grant is now on the worst team in the AFC East. Congratulations. Buy your jersey. Just make sure you size up so that you could very easily wipe your tears with the Dolphins' performance this year, okay? Sanders is sitting there. He is. But, so I'll tell you what. So I think Harmon is actually going to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. Say that I had to guess. I think it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals that Derek Harmon goes to. So he'll probably be off the board. Him or Walter Nolan, one of the two. Him or Walter Nolan. How about Edge, Landon Jackson, Mike Green, Shamar Stewart? I suppose I'd be okay with that. But do you view teams going for him in the first round? Say that someone gets desperate for a QB, perhaps. TD sold his soul for that pick. What about Jade or Will Johnson? I would be happy with one of those two as well. I think the Bills might go Maxwell Harrison. They could potentially. I'll put our offensive line against Miami defensive line any day. I agree. I'm using too many devices. My phone is dying. Fix the damn simulators. They had Grant Air in the 40s. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, imagine the Falcons take Sanders after taking Penix. Don't sleep on that. We have Courtney coming in. Dan, we need Amos or Barron. Yeah. Hey, that or Will Johnson. I'm happy with Will Johnson, too. Miami is the worst QB in the AFC East now. 6 picks from Pittsburgh, and wide receiver Golden is still on the board. I'm just saying, Nick, question, is William Matar a Bills fan? Yes. He's the biggest Bills fan on the face of the planet. Shout out to William Matar, man. Proud sponsor of this channel. All CBs are still there, but Hunter. Yeah. But why do you think, right? I think there might be some injury, like history. We have Monkey Man has come in and he says, Dan, please. And I have been asking for a while, who do you think the Seahawks draft? So the Seattle Seahawks, I have a feeling that they're probably going to go defensive line rate of some sort. They could go corner. I don't really see them going anywhere offensively. So wide receivers seem okay. Perhaps you end up going for like one of the offensive tackles, like a Josh Simmons. But I think you're going somewhere on the defensive line. Like maybe a Donovan Ezeruku. So perhaps. Sorry for the late reply, my boy. Sorry for the late reply, my boy. We have Mr. J. Blonde. Would you trade with the Bengals and give up a second and maybe a later round pick for Trey Hendrickson? Yeah, but I just don't know if Brandon Beane would do it. And did the Falcons trade down? They did not trade down. I think they're about to put the pick in here in a second. Still no word on who they selected. What's the timer down to? It is currently at 37 seconds. And so I think the Falcons are going Jalen Walker. They got to be out of time. Yeah, right? Is Golden a crazy thought? No, he's not. Like, now that Grant's off the board, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you right now. Since Grant's gone, like, everything's on the table for me. Everything's on the table for me right now. But if we do go Matthew Golden, then I really need us to go defensive tackle next and grab Tyleik Williams. That's kind of where we're at. All Dolphins are doing is playing spoilers so that they can take all the Bills' needs. That's what I'm saying. Falcons take an edge. Cam Miller. Bills are drafting Scatabo. Oh my God. So you don't have money for Hendrickson, and draft compensation is irrelevant. His final year of his contract. Yeah, let me see what the cap hit is this year because it's really not that crazy. Trey Hendrickson spot track. His cap this year, or his cap hit, excuse me, it's 18. But what the Buffalo Bills could do is that they could sign him this year. Like they could trade him and then extend him immediately for 2 to 3 years and get that cap hit down pretty significantly to where we could afford him this year. And we would just end up having to pay the brunt of it in about 2 to 3 years after the fact. And so one thing I will say is that it's not happening, right? Like I don't think Bean's going to do that because he'd rather hit the draft. But say that he wanted to make it work, he would be able to make it work. I agree that everything is on the table. Best player available right now. No, please, no. Let's draft defense. What if Bills trade Cook for William Johnson? Pick is in. Falcons have selected, folks. Who are they getting? Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker. Matthew C. Well, Bills still could grab Tyleek Williams. And so I'd be more than happy if that was the case. More than happy if that was the case. Bill 716. Wow, the Falcons get a guy higher than I thought that he would go. TD is going to torch you. How is he going to torch me? He's going to sit there and be, oh, we got Kenneth Grant. Oh, yeah, dude, we're going to win 5 games next year. How's he going to torch me? Like, why do you feel like when people just scream into the mic, that means that, like, somebody wins? Come on, Rich. Come on, Rich. No, he's not. No, he's not. I got him. What's up, Bailey? How's life? Urban. Bills need to trade up now and go get Green. I would hate to take DT Williams in the first, but if we did at least one of the holes, we would have to be filled. Miami is stupid, no offensive line. Well, listen, you know what? So Grant's going to be getting a lot of work over at Miami because Miami's about to be going 3 and out quite regularly. Like now that Tyreek Hill wants out, that Jalen Ramsey wants out. I don't know. It's going to be a pretty piss poor offense over there. I can tell you that. I think the Cardinals are going for defensive line more than likely. And when TD talks just to hear his own voice, he's always wrong. Nah, shout out TD. I do love TD. That's my boy. The Cards, man. Who are the Cardinals going? All right, folks. We're at pick 16. Almost there. All right, we got Bailey coming in the chat saying, who do you think the Cardinals are going to select? Shador, Sanders, maybe? No, I think they're going to go defensive line here. Give me a Walter Nolan here and or a Derek Harmon. That's going to be where it's at. That planned out well for us. Dan, what if we get Josh Ibuka? Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? So he's more of a slot receiver kind of guy, and like we already have Shakir So what I really want is like a big body wide receiver on the outside that has a little bit of speed to him. So I don't see us going in that direction, but who knows? Who knows, man? Like literally like Grant being taken or Grant being selected by Miami has thrown me off my game right now, and I just really don't even know what to think. So do you think teams should get less time for picks? First round will be over after midnight. I mean, at this point, right? At this point, might as well. Let's see. The pick is in, folks. We got Chris Barr. And so if the pick is in, then call it for the love of God. That's what I'm saying. Yes, and trade it up for Elam. Sanders is going to Seattle. Jorge is saying Sanders is going to Seattle, huh? Interesting. Interesting, bro. Let's see what's up. We have Adam. So with the NYC, your mock was so wrong. So I feel like everybody's mock was so wrong. It happens like that, bro. Seems like Bean has a big miss rate and trade ups. Matthew, Dan, what are your thoughts on Isaiah Bond? He's going to drop to like the 4th or the 5th with all those legal charges on him. Hope the Bengals go for Derek Harmon. I have a feeling that's precisely where they're going with that pick. Yeah, where is Cincinnati on the board? Cincinnati's next up. Nolan. Walter Nolan. Arizona Cardinals. Walter Nolan, baby. And so I forgot, who is your favorite team? I am a Bills fan. I am a Bills fan. Y'all all right? I spaced about us moving up for Kincaid. Thanks for the correction. We will probably trade down again. It's kind of where I'm getting at. I'd love to see the Bills take a cornerback first round. 5 picks to 21, and Golden still is on the board. Hey, no Nolan. Hey, look at that. So a non-scheme fit goes to the Arizona Cardinals, right? So he's a 3 tech, like right as you can see. Like when you see a guy that can get right to the QB, like that's a 3, right? And like, so I look at a defensive line, like, all right, gaps need to be filled. I feel like everyone kind of wants both of our defensive tackles to be a 3 tacker, to be defensive tackles that can get to the quarterback. But that doesn't really help us out, right? Like, many of us were upset with how the Buffalo Bills did against the run game last year. And we got torched for the most part, especially at the beginning or the first half of games. And a lot of the reason, or say that you ever have a team that struggles tremendously with stopping the run, a lot of the times that means that you are having piss poor 1 tech play, right? Like teams that have 2 defensive tackles are technically like 2 like guys that were built to rush the QB and are not just sitting there just to be a big body for that person to come on in. We need those gaps filled. Need them. And having somebody like a Kenneth Grant or like an Alfred Collins or like a Tyleek Williams, that is his main role, is truly what ends up elevating this defensive line to new heights. Like this does everything for us, right? It opens up Rousseau, Bosa, Ed Oliver. It opens up everybody. Somebody is going to have a clear lane right to the QB and or to get a tackle on a running back in the backfield. That's why I'm so adamant on, hey, listen, I don't want to draft a guy that should be a 3 tech in the NFL and ask him to play the 1 tech position. So
That's me, but we'll see. Need big bodies to fill gaps. Who do you think the Bills are going to pick? Right now, I have no idea. Right now, I have no idea. So I wouldn't even be able to like muster up like what it could potentially be. But I don't know. It's crazy stuff. No CBs off of the board. Really, we might be okay. And so if I had a Bob here next to me and the Bills traded down, Bob would be no more. Yeah, Mike Green still is on the board. 373 of you are currently in the chat, folks. Again, please do me a favor, roll call in the chat and let me know what team you are currently representing, where you are tuning in from. I'm always curious to see how far this audience truly extends. So happy you guys decided to rock with me today, man. Damn, we're having a good time. Michael, you fill gaps and open up the linebackers and safeties dropping down. I'm playing NBA 2K now, bro. I'm winning. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. CB run is about to happen. Sucks being at 30. I want 300 plus pound defensive tackle. Me too. Dare I say 325 plus pound defensive tackle? That's what I'm looking for. 315 minimum. Give me a fridge, bro. That's what I want. And no, I don't want that guy from Florida that's like 400 pounds. I don't want him. Who do you think the Bills are going to pick? I don't know right now, man. We're going to have to see. Go Bills from Hawaii. I'm praying they trade up. Just check the PFF simulator. And so it has Golden falling to us at 30. 600 plus, someone says. That's insane. And Jeff is saying, I'm from Cheektowaga, living in Bradenton, Florida. Love it, dude. God, I hope we get Alfred Collins. He's on my list, too. So now as far as is my wish list for defensive tackle now is Tyleek Williams and then Alfred Collins is probably where I'm at. A big, fat, mean monster defensive tackle is what we need. Go Bills, Apollo Beach, Florida. Jason, from Cheektowaga to Florida, huh? Oh, man. Like it's no way we used all 10 draft picks, right? So I wouldn't assume so, but we said the exact same thing last year, and we did use all 10, right? Or so we did draft 10 players. But no. So I think we walk away with about like 7 or 8. The Cincinnati Bengals. Who do they go with? Oh. Shamar Stewart. Go Bills from Seattle. Hope the Sea Chicken fans cry after this pick. They are the worst. Oh, wow. We have Jack, dude. He's got beef with Seahawks fans, bro. He's got beef with Seahawks fans up in the chat right now. I love that. He says he hopes they cry with what they put up. Folks, we have the Cincinnati Bengals have selected Shamar Stewart. Corner or an edge? If Will Johnson falls, should we take him? I would probably say yes. Bengals are going to take Harmon. I'm so conflicted. A defensive tackle is the number one need, but if Golden is available at 30, I think we take him. I'd be okay with that, surprisingly enough. Like, not a single wide receiver has been taken outside of Tet. Dan, how do you feel about James Pierce Jr.? Speedy edge rusher. Not unless we plan on trading AJ Epinesa. I don't necessarily think that we should go for one right in the first. But that's just me. Shamar Stewart is a Cincinnati Bengal. Shamar Stewart, stud. Biggest defense needy team takes the biggest risk player at defense, Stewart. And can you scroll down? I don't see Sanders. Yeah, dude, he's not there yet. He's going to go at 21 to Pittsburgh. Yeah, bro, he's going to go to 21 at Pittsburgh. Let's get this going. Some Jackson Dart. Dart. Who knows, man? We have Brantley hoping that we pick a wide receiver. Guys, 373 of you on YouTube. Please smash that like button for me. I can't sit still. I'm so nervous. I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to stand up myself. All right. All right. We have Go Niners in the chat. Mark has come in and said, I can't mess up this pick. No, we can't. Ping Circle. No, we have to make a wish kid doing this pick. We can't trade out of the first round. We have a make a wish kid doing the pick. Oh, my God. Oh, holy hell. We have Edgar. Dan, what do you think about the Bengals pick? He's a stud. He's a stud, man. I feel like Shamar Stewart was often overlooked because he didn't show up on the stat sheet as far as sacks. But rest be assured, his QB pressures, his QB hits, he regularly beat his man on the line in the trenches. He's a force. He's always in the backfield in all of his tape in college. Just because he didn't get to the QB does not mean that he's not effective. Since Trey Hendrickson, which makes you wonder, is Trey Hendrickson about to be on the move? Or did they end up making that selection knowing that they're not going to move on from Trey Hendrickson? But he's going to go on ahead and he's going to hold out. I think that's the question. We have Johnny Jones. Would you pick Will Johnson knowing he has knee issues? I would. Seahawks are open to moving. Okay, so the Seahawks are open to moving back. So are the Bucks. Could someone come up for a quarterback? Guys, Seattle. Seattle's pick is in, folks. Oh, dude, he's a stud. He's a stud, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see what we got. Matthew Golden's fallen, huh? So I liked Burden over Golden. So the thing about Golden, why I prefer Golden over Burden, is that Golden's actually an X guy out in the outside. He's the only first-round player I'd want. Yeah, my YouTube TV is pretty behind, too. I'm not going to lie. Matthew C. I think a lot of teams want to beef up their defense over the offense this year. No. I agree. Waiting on our pick is the worst than watching the playoffs. Have no idea what way Bean is picking. Gray Zabel. Yo, who said Luther Burden? Gray Zabel. Hey. Solid pick. They got Zabel, huh? I'll be back. Let's do it. We have Gumbo 5000 is saying, Dan, I thought you said the Bills got the 24th pick from the Vikings. No, I said that I would like for that to happen. Nothing is official yet, though. And James Pierce Jr. is falling, and so I hope we trade up to take him at 20. We have Jonah Williams. It's 5 a.m. where I am at, so I'm just hopping on. How's the draft going, Dan? Quick recap. Jonah, I'm going to have to tell you what. Shockers so far, I have to say. Kenneth Grant went to the Miami Dolphins, which breaks my heart. We saw Colson Loveland went above Tyler Warren, so the Bears ended up selecting that. The Jaguars traded up to the second round pick, or excuse me, the second overall pick, and got Travis Hunter. I think that was one of the only other surprises. That and the Dallas Cowboys went with Tyler Booker, which I kind of thought was a bit of a reach, but is what it is. Will Johnson is going to Tampa, somebody's suggesting. Oh, folks, this just in. A ton of activity at the bottom of this draft with teams looking to trade down. A couple of quarterback needy teams are making calls. What do you know? Some teams are looking to trade down, folks. The Giants and the Browns are trying to get back into the first. Let's get this going. Johnson, Golden, and Barron are all still on the board. Better not be us. And do the trade. David is saying that. Holy shout. Were the rumors Bills were going to trade up to Pittsburgh at 21? We called. So we called and we inquired, but it doesn't sound like that we're making it happen. Great. Thanks a lot, Dan. You just made me more nervous. Thoughts on Cam Scatabo? Solid player. He'll probably go in the second round to some team. Say that Buffalo actually does have an interest. So in moving on from James Cook and like we want to trade him, and say that we do want to replace him, like we'd probably wait for like the 4th or the 5th round. And so if you ask me, I don't think that we'd go for a running back in the second. So my name isn't actually Bailey, it's Brody, because my sister had it before. Brody, what up, dude? What up, Brody? What's up, Dad? It's been a while. Yeah, Dante, what's up, man? Hope all is well. Don't care who others get. Josh is football daddy. Absolutely, bro. Steelers might grab Sanders QB. I'm pretty much convinced that that's going to happen. Bills won't trade down when Golden, Burden, Egbuka, Barron, Johnson, Starks, and Emanwari are all still there. Steelers might grab Sanders QB. Bills 716. Man, if Will Johnson falls into the early 20s, Bean better make that trade for him. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We'll see who Tampa Bay goes with. Wow. Wow. Wow, folks. So y'all want to guess who Tampa Bay went with? So y'all trying to guess who Tampa Bay went with? Tampa went Emeka Egbuka. Tampa just went with Emeka Egbuka. Emeka Egbuka before Golden, Luther Burden. That is insane. Yeah, no. It's a solid pick, but like I didn't think that he'd be the second wide receiver to go. And so they need a slot, true. And what Pink Circle says, all right, I'll take it. All right, come on. Come on with it. Guys, look. Starks is still on the board. Will Johnson is still on the board. Jade Barron is still on the board. Golden is still on the board.
Mike Green is still on the board, baby. Jeff is coming in saying subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 41,000 tonight. Yeah, guys, I just crossed 40,000 not too long ago. All right. So we have 40,808 people have subscribed to the channel. If, for example, you are watching and want to help me get up to 41,000, that would be sick. Steal it. Mookie! Love Mookie. Love Mookie. Mook, what's up, man? Hope all is well. I hope so. So, Mook, who do you want, man? Who do you want, bro? Because, Mookie, I'm not going to lie to you, my heart was ripped out of my chest when I saw Kenneth Grant go to the Miami Dolphins. And so Amika Igbukka right there was crazy. I thought that like Burden/Golden would have went a little higher. But then again, like when it comes into Matthew Golden, man, like his actual production really didn't go crazy until the back half of his collegiate career. Like he wasn't really even implemented into that offense until like really into the college football playoff. So maybe teams are kind of like nervous that it was a fluke. I don't know. And Mookie wants Emanwari. Everyone on this channel knows that I'm a damn big Emanwari fan. Him, Starks, I'd be okay with. Let's see. Watch for the Bills moving up for a CB pick. Mike Glavin has come in. Welcome in. Dan, I think we trade up and get Mike Green. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Is Igbukka a slot or boundary receiver, and don't the Bucs have a slot receiver in Godwin? So Igbukka is out of the slot. He played the majority of his snaps in college out of the slot. He's built like a slot too. Godwin does run out of the slot, but he does have a bit more experience on the outside. So maybe that's their plan for him. Not particularly sure. Pez has come in. Golden is okay. He's not that great. You have Kevin. Come on, Bean. Trade up with the Steelers or the Broncos. Come on. Come on now. And Godwin's more of that. We have Mookie. My guy. Hey, Mookie, we have to have you on the show sometime, man. And so we got to have you on the show sometime. Will Johnson is sliding, so I'll take Pierce still on the board at 447 off of the edge. I do. I love Siobhan Ravel. Like, not in the first. But say, for example, and I know Bills Mafia would flip out. But hear me out. If the Buffalo Bills could somehow finesse a way to trade down from the 30th overall pick, right? Gain 3 second rounders and somehow get a third rounder in that compensation. And we walked away with like a Ravel, the Tyleik Williams of the world for defensive tackle, and an Xavier Watts. That makes me happy. I know a lot of Bills Mafia is going to be pissed off if we trade down for 2 years in a row. Oh my God, man. We're all staying up till midnight and Bean's about to do that to us again. Yeah, I don't know. yeah, I don't know. But and so I would be happy with Emanwari. I really, really would. Like what I don't want is that I don't want a 3-tech defensive tackle, right? I'm scared that we're gonna go with Derek Hartman because I don't believe that he fits what the Buffalo Bills are trying to do. I think we just need a dude to fill gaps. That's what we need. Like we need a successor to Daquan Jones. Is really what I'm looking at right now. Like we already have like 2 defensive tackles that are known as a 3-tech, right? You have Ed Oliver, you have Dwayne Carter. Behind Daquan Jones, nobody I really trust to go in there and take meaningful snaps. And especially since he's gone next year, it's kind of where I'm at. But who knows? Bill 716 is coming. Dan, the Giants have been trying to get back into the first per Jordan Schultz. Yeah, I saw that. He's had a few quarterback needy teams. Saints, Browns, Giants, and maybe they're going for Dart. For Dart-terrific, dude. And I would be disappointed if we traded out again. Oh my God. You're blasting Bean with a Harmon pick? Probably. I'd probably blast Brandon Bean if Derek Harmon was the pick. To be honest with you. Probably would. And so he has a tackling issue.
I don't know. And so not unless his plan is that like he's trying to pave so a world away from Ed Oliver eventually, then maybe I could get it, but I don't know. A lot of surprise moves in this draft. I totally agree. Chat. Wow, holy shit. We have 1,200 people watching this show right now. 419 on YouTube. We have 761 on X, 17 on Facebook. And shout out to the homie on Twitch, the Lone Soldier on Twitch, man. Shout out to the Lone Soldier on Twitch. Rocking with us today. Listen, bro, if you want to come over to YouTube, please do. So it's a hell of a lot less lonely over here. Dan, you're pulling an all-day shift tomorrow for the next round. What time are you going to start? So the draft starts at 7 p.m. EST tomorrow. So I'll probably start about an hour earlier, so we can really lock it in. And then, like, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll see if I can get some people on, some guys from Roundtable Sports or some other Bills personalities if they wanted to come on and chill. And so if Mookie's still watching, man, you're more than welcome to hop on if you want, bro. And so I'd love to have you on. Yeah, we saw Buka ended up going there. We have the Broncos. 40 seconds left on the clock. The Giants are trying to get back into round one. The Bucks might be dangerous next year. 400 watching, 15-second slow mode. You are the man. Thank you so much. Why are you surprised, Dan? This is always good shit. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Hey, Dan, how do you feel about Harmon? Dude. And so I'm not sure if like you're just saying that and so to troll me. But for me, I think he's a good player. And so I think he'll be a quality addition to whatever NFL team selects him. But he's a 3 tech and we need a 1 tech. So I'd probably be a tad upset if that's what we were looking at. Oh, all right, folks. Damn, Denver's going insane. Jahdae Barron to the Denver Broncos. You're telling me Jahdae Barron and Patrick Surtain II in the same damn secondary? The Broncos have the best defense in the NFL. They literally have the best. All right. Yo, low key. Like low key for me, like Will Johnson's falling this far. It's telling me something that his injury concerns must be crazy. He must have insane injury concerns. Samuel. We have Jahdae Barron, bro. Welcome to the Denver Broncos. So to be honest with you, say for example that it was the Buffalo Bills' turn to pick right now, and say that I had the choice between Will Johnson or Malachi Starks, I'd probably take Malachi Starks. Just because Will Johnson has an injury scare with his knee, an injury concern. I think Starks would probably be somebody that I would pick over Will Johnson at this point. That's just me. And let me know if I... And so let me know, say that I'm getting somewhere with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And so it better be Starks or Amos for the Bills. I wanted Barrett, Dan. Damn. Dan, I will do anything to get to the Super Bowl next season. You and I both. Janet, what's up, Janet? How you doing? We are getting closer. I'm rooting for a nothing defense. Janet, you and me both. You and me both. Who is the next best cornerback available? So it depends on who you ask. For me, my next best corner is Siobhan Ravel. But most draft boards are probably saying Will Johnson, who would be a scheme fit, but does he have a bit of an injury concern? I think that's the question. If Steelers don't trade, I would be shocked. It's that or they select Shador. Nothing will hurt as much when the Jags drafted BTJ. That hurt for sure because we all wanted them. Feel bad for Josh Allen on the new Sinners movie. Wow. So many good players. All right. All right. Steelers are going to Shador right here. There's no reason they won't. Excuse me, folks. Oh, man. Folks. It is not Shador, but guess what? Folks. Derek Harmon. They select Derek Harmon instead of a QB. So these Steelers fans are about to crash out. Thank you. They are about to go insane. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I wanted Harmon to be off the board, so it did give me a little bit of like at ease so the Bills wouldn't do anything stupid and take them, right? Derek Harmon, Pittsburgh Steeler. Steelers lost Fields and Wilson. Who is their QB, Dan? Right now it's Mason. Dan, and do we go defensive tackle tonight? So I like Tyleik Williams, but I'm not sure if he would be like a first round selection for me, right? I feel like where I'm going for defensive tackle, I'm kind of preferring an Alfred Collins in the late second. Now, we could reach technically for Tyleik Williams. We could potentially do it, but we'll see. Golden. And Frenzy wants Golden really, really bad. Chat, 437 of you are currently rocking with me right now. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. If you haven't had an opportunity of doing it already. Dan, Steelers don't have a real QB. Then we play Pitt this year. Good to know we have a win. Golden is still out there. Damn. The Chargers. Who are the Chargers going to select? Nah, low key. So I think the Packers are probably going to go Matthew Golden. Say that I'm a wow, no Sanders yet? Yeah. Dude. I don't know where they're going. George, Dan, I'm still on it. That should make my prediction true. Sanders falls out of the first. You got to be kidding me. And there is not going to be any defensive tackle left with a first round grade. I guess we go edge or corner. We better not go safety at 30. I'm fine with Malachi Starks or Emin War. Like those dudes are ball hawks, right? And here's the deal: like safeties are an insurance policy for a question mark at the corner position. Say that we went with Starks. Yeah, dude. Like say that we ended up going with Starks, and then in the second we ended up walking away with the Zaria Thomas, and we got Alfred Collins afterwards. Like I'm fine. Like me, so I'd be okay with Xavier Watts in the late second as well. But that's me. Bang bang. Will Johnson to the Bills, please. So we need Eminwari. Damn. And we need something. 469 of y'all in here rocking with me. I love each and every single one of you. Damn. I'm surprised that we haven't seen many trades, but I'm sure they are about to come, especially toward the end. Especially toward the end of this. Lock in, folks. It's happening. And Amos or Johnson. And so Starks, I'd be okay with too. So Will Johnson, good. Go Bills from Quebec City. I'd be happy if they traded up for Starks. Like he could fall. And so at least Harmon is not, you know? So on the board for Buffalo or anything. And Will Johnson's injuries worry me. Yeah. And so what about Golden for Buffalo? So I'd rather wait for wide receiver until like third or fourth round or second and grab like a Jalen Royals, but that's kind of where I'm at. We have Jesse. So I hope we can get Starks or Will Johnson in the first and Tyleek Williams in the second. I feel pretty damn good about that. Question, and do y'all want me to call and the Uncle Bean and have him trade up for Eminwari? Make the call, bro. Lance has come in. And so you think Golden right to the Chargers, then Will Johnson to the Packers? I feel like Golden's going to go to the Packers. That's me, though. And so the Chargers do need another wide receiver.
It's concerns with his knee, folks, is why Will Johnson's falling. His longevity in the league is what they're saying. So where do the Chargers go, y'all? Where do the Chargers go? Chat. Smash that like button. And don't be shy either. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat and let us know what team you're representing and where you're tuning in from. Why do you think the Steelers went with Harmon? I don't know. That's a massive question. All right, so you have Campbell. And so my iPad's about to go dead. Please answer me. How close are you on bingo? Close. What do you think about Mike Green to the Buffalo Bills? And so it would depend on who else is on the board, right? Hey, Dan from the UK, 3:30 a.m., work at 7, but I need to see our Bills pick. Callum, holy hell. Bro, bro, that is dedication. And Callum, I'll tell you what, man, I really hope that you staying up this late is worth it. And you go to bed with a smile on your face. We got Bills Mafia coming in saying, I love watching you. Let's go Buffalo pick 30. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Wow. So they go Hampton to the Chargers. Interesting. And folks, watch the Minnesota Vikings pick. After the Green Bay Packers, watch Minnesota because they only have 4 picks. Thanks, Mike. and the Kansas City Chiefs to trade up for the Vikings. Dan, you're making me hungry. My bad, dude. And so I need to have some nuts. Pause. And the Packers taking Emanwari. That or Golden. Who could it be? Where are they going, folks? Is Gion Campbell still there? Yes, he is. Since 2002, they haven't taken a wide receiver. And so I hope they take Golden. Someone says so that it keeps Bean from making a boneheaded pick. Damn. Take Bond in the 5th. So I'll take Bond in the 5th. So, man, my sleeper pick is Gion Campbell, and it would probably piss a lot of people off. So who is the best defensive tackle left? I wouldn't take a defensive tackle in this round anymore. So now I'd probably be like aiming Tyleek Williams or something like that, but that's in the second round, or an Alfred Collins. 3 hours we've been at this, folks. Friggin' Falco. What first round quarterback ends up being the next Kyer Elam? That's who Bean will pick. Oh, God. Swap with the Rams and Cook for the second. Holy hell. Up. Chat. And so guess who the Packers just took? And so I take Jihad, but I doubt that he gets to us. And so I love Amos and be happy with Starks. And so I get a lot of us are happy with taking a safety round one. But if he's there, you take him, I think, personally. Matthew Golden, you are a Green Bay Packer. We have Edgar saying, "Hey, Dad, are you pissed?" Nah, I'm good, dude. Watch the Vikings to trade this pick, by the way. Watch for the Vikings to trade down, but who is it with? Matthew Golden. Ooh. Low key. Low key, I like that. Wish the Bills were community owned. Mike Green. And we got Daniel in here, man. He's hoping for Mike Green action. Okay. Yeah. Damn. And with the Green Bay Packers have so many young receivers. So so I really like Golden on that team too. I really do. He just dapped up Godell, my guy. Trade back in the 40s, Ravel and Williams, two biggest holes, two great fits. Then use our gabillion fifths and six to trade up and target defensive end, safety, wide receiver, tight end, linebacker. Yeah. Golden is off of the board. Yes, he is. He is indeed. And there is a lot of in-game speed that's in the draft at wide receiver. Speed that their 40 doesn't show. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Matthew Golden. I'm sitting here seeing what the Vikings do with their pick. Have to trade out. Yeah. It's going to be sick. He said 1, 2, 3, Green Bay, and not go pack go. It's all right. Hey, we forgive you, man. Jackson to the Vikes. What's up, Dan? What's up, Toter? How's life, man? I can't believe the Vikings are still on the clock, man. And the Vikings actually picked who. I think it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be Amenwari. That's wild, dude. Like zero trades, like right outside of that. Like zero trades right outside of the Jags going up to 2. What's those? What those? So the NFL do if they take longer to turn in their pick? I have no idea. I can't believe they made a pick. Yeah, me too. Oh, so breaking news: the Giants are coming up, but where are they going up to? Rams. Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State. Folks, per Jordan Schultz, the Giants are coming up. He doesn't say where, though. Oh, breaking, folks. The New York Giants just traded up with the Houston Texans. They're probably going Shador right here, right? And so the Giants are going up to with the Rams. Wait, no. And so with Houston, excuse me. It's funny because like these last round picks are the ones that just take forever. You know what I'm saying? Yo, watch Dart. Watch Dart go above Shador. Crazy. The Giants are going to come up to get Sanders, I'd say. Oh my God. Folks. It's not Sanders. It's not Sanders. But it was a QB. Jackson Dart. Oh my God. Shador fell out of the first. They took Jackson Dart. You can't make this up. Like, you cannot make this up. This goes insane that Dart goes above Shador Sanders. Second QB taken. Called it, Dan. George says called it. I said it 2 hours ago. You have Oren saying Dart's going to go above. That's Shador done till day 2 now, surely. Like, not like. So the Browns, right? So the Browns have the first pick in the second round. Not unless the Saints like want to try and get back up into the first so that they can pick Shador before Cleveland can get to him. I don't know. Sanders is a bum. Won't last 3 years in the league. Nate Lee is coming in. He's not a Sanders guy. Wow, Sanders fell a lot. He did. Who do you think will sign Jalen Milroe? Who knows? Watch Rams take him to sit behind Stafford. Are the Giants dumb? An attitude counts a lot. You have FG. Sanders reminds me of Geno Smith when he was a Jet. Everybody skipping Sanders does not surprise me at all. Wow. Jackson Dart, first round talent, insane. Sitting behind Russell Wilson. That's crazy. So Houston traded out of the first. It's not Shador, though. You have DF Forever saying, Dan, what about Will Johnson at 30? So I'd be okay with it. So I guess so per Adam Schefter, so I guess a lot of teams are concerned about his knee and they're questioning his longevity in the league. Thankfully, we have a CB1 and like we're looking for a CB2 at this point, like with Siobhan Ravel, and at this point with Will Johnson, I'd be fine with Will Johnson too. So crazy. Oh shit, folks. Falcons have traded up as well with the LA Rams. The Falcons have traded up. Yo, watch the Falcons take Shador Sanders too. Yo, watch the Falcons take Shador Sanders. That's insane. Jackson Dart. Falcons might go defense. We'll see who they go. Dude, that's just wild. So with Josh Simmons, Buffalo first round strong. So offensive run game, and Joe Brady likes those first down runs with Cook and Davis. Maybe. And so I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm trying to watch you and Colby. How is TD holding up? Oh man, he's cloud nine right now because he got Kenneth Grant. Falcons for Geod Campbell. I could see that actually. Yeah, Malachi Starks makes sense. Dan, we need to get drunk tonight. I actually don't drink anymore, surprisingly enough. I have not drank since December 15th. So I'm going the entire year. No booze for Dan Mitchell, bro. But I will be living vicariously through you. Low key, Dart has the swagger to fit in New York. Him and Winston will be must see TV. This draft is wild. That's what I'm talking about. No one likes a quitter. We have Johnny Luther Burden for Josh. We have Darren. Dart looks like he was TikTok famous before football. Probably is. He looked like he was TikTok famous before. Oh my god. And with the Dion's gonna go on a rant. He's gonna cuss out NFL teams next on Pat McAfee. Will Johnson did not do a pro day due to a hamstring, but he has since passed the physical. Who are we getting? My guess is either Will Johnson or Malachi Starks or Eminwari. I'm kind of sad because it's probably the end of Tommy DeVito's career. Yeah. And awesome news, bro. And so I don't drink either. I smoke the green. Nice. Dan, you think Eminwari so is a real possibility, or would you think Edge? Um, so I think we're gonna go with DB. So it's either a corner and or a safety. It's gonna be Eminwari, it's gonna be Starks, or it's gonna be Will Johnson. Say that I had to guess.
Falcons. Falcons are probably going to take Gion Campbell. Starks would be amazing. So why do you think the Giants jump for Dart? So he's more of like a physical QB, right? Like he's bigger. Um, and he's in a rough division, right? Like especially when it comes into the NFC East. So probably size profile, I would say. Callum. And so our coverage in the UK, and they're comparing Dart to Josh Allen. Laughable UK. My blood is boiling. I can't wait to see Buffalo Bills selection. Dart's comp is Jalen Hurts, and Dable wants a new Josh Allen with Dart. Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to get another Josh Allen, you know? Who did the Falcons go with? Oh, James Pierce Jr., folks. And Dan is the size of Bo Nix. Thank you. Thank you for that accurate information. Dan is the size of Bo Nix. And so I've waited since January for this moment. Let's go, Buffalo. Holy hell. So how would you feel? And so if the Bills took Jack Sawyer later in the draft, yeah, I'd be happy with that. Falcons having a good draft so far. They're getting Jalen Walker and now James Pierce Jr. Solid stuff. Bills trade first round pick and get TJ Watt and they select Sanders. Dan, would you be mad? And so if we take Will Johnson? No, not at all. No, not at all. He is an incredible CB2. Ravens going to take Mike Green. Dan, punch Bob for good luck. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha, brother. So how tall are you, Dan? And so are you bigger than Bo? Nah, bro. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10", bro. And so I'm not I'm not Bo Nix's height. Josh Simmons. Ravens 100% drafting Malachi Starks. I feel yeah, probably. Ravens probably could do it. Dan, you're an inch taller than me. Yeah. 5'10", bro. 5'10". 6 foot with boots on, though. 6 foot with boots on, fool. Don't forget it. Hey, Dan. And so if you were tall like me, 6'5" with those pipes, you'd be huge. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. You know, like, so I try to overcompensate for me, like being a short king by like lifting a lot of weights. Like that's kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, say that you're below 6 foot, like you better be jacked. Like that's always kind of been my thought process. I'm like, yeah, I'm not 6 foot, so I better be fucking jacked. Like that's kind of where I was at. Um, Josh Allen dimensions, but I can't throw or golf. That's my guy. Oh, dude. Hey, man, it's cool. It's cool. I'm confident that we can get a trade back if Mike Green is available. Damn, look at those guns on Dan. You've been working. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that and some TRT injected in my left ass cheek every single Monday morning. You think the Bills will trade out? Maybe. I'm 6'5", 240. Damn it. Honestly, I blame my mom, right? Like she's like 5'2", and so my dad's 6'1", and my mom's like 5'2". So she really brought me down. You know what I'm saying? And so I always give her shit for it. Kevin, Mike Green will likely be there at number 56 tomorrow night. Yeah, right? It seems like that. So Will Johnson, Starks, Mike Green, and Ezeruku, I'd be fine with either of those 2. Yeah, yeah. All right, the pick is in for the Baltimore Ravens. Here's for premium Irish stock. Who's that? And so I feel 10 foot tall and strong as an ox. Absolutely. Dan is from premium Irish stock. Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm definitely Irish. 6'1", 266. And so my parents are both really short yet. And so I got my height from my grandfather and so my mom's side. It's crazy. It's that Jason or you're the milkman's baby. I'm just kidding, bro. Sickness is coming in. Will Johnson to the Bills. Wouldn't that be ideal? I love Bills Mafia. uh Dan, why did Sanders fall so far? A lot of people were saying that he was a second round talent going into it, man. It better be from Mercy Hospital. Yes, I was born in Mercy Hospital. I was 5'5", 130 at 15. And so you'll hit the spurt, bro. And to make sure you give Bob some love when we get the pick. The Baltimore Ravens, folks, have selected someone in the chat saying Starks. Um, yeah, I have a feeling like so here's the problem, right? So Detroit might want a DB. Washington might want a DB. Buffalo, we'll see, dude. Malachi Starks, Baltimore Raven. That's a solid secondary right there for the Ravens. That's a great pick for the Ravens right there. Kyle Hamilton and Starks. My brother's in the chat right now. Shout out to Little Mitchell. Well, he's not Little Mitchell, and so he's a grown man. Tell you what, Brandon, I don't know because we had several picks that I really wanted, and they are gone. So now I'm kind of at Will Johnson or trade down. Just trade out of the pick. Bring on Trey Amos. So if you go quarterback, you're guaranteed either Johnson, Amos, or Hairston. Will Johnson, someone's coming in. Yeah, we have some Emin Wari could potentially be it too. That's crazy with Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks. Insane.
We have Mark coming in. He's saying, and so do you think we're taking Will Johnson? It's that, or maybe we go with like an Ezeruku. And so to be honest with you, I think I'd actually rather Ezeruku than Mike Green. Say that we went with an edge rusher. I'm confident we take Will Johnson. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? Oh man, we're cooking, guys. 560 of us are in the chat right now. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. So I can't believe. All right. We're saying that I can't believe that Mike Green is slid. I feel like I've seen a couple of mock drafts that have suggested that. Who did they select? Wow. So the Lions take Tyleek Williams. So the defensive tackles are funneling off the board, folks. Damn. Damn. So now, like, my one text that I'm looking for is Alfred Collins is next. Like, that's who it has to be. But, like, not now. Like, wait until the second. But, like, that's my new target. Bend over. What about Nick Scorton or Landon Jackson? I feel like I'd rather a DB so than an edge rusher right now. One pick to go, folks. Bills trade back. Low key, I'm kind of hoping for low key, I'm kind of hoping for Will Johnson at this point. It's Will Johnson or Eminwari, I'm assuming. It's Will Johnson or Eminwari. Damn. I'm going to sit down for this one. I'm going to sit down for this one. Dan's about to be pissed. I'm about to be pissed. Let's see. Let's see, man. We have some people piling in. We have some people piling in, folks. Folks, let's see how this plays. Let's see how this plays. Damn. I got to lean back and relax for a little bit. Ooh, feels good to relax. This is something. This is something, folks. Where did Shador go? Oh, wait. My stomach hurts. Dan, who's the Vatican voting for the next pope? Oh, man, I don't know. I think Bills are taking the linebacker from Bama. I'm going to be real pissed. So the Browns might get Sanders after all. He crying. So we got to get Alfred Collins now. He has to be the guy. Buffalo is on the clock. Folks, we're on the clock. Oh, dude, he's overcompensating with that smile on TV. They are up right now. And the pick is in. So they take offensive line Josh Cornerly Jr. Josh Corley Jr., offensive line. All right, folks. Who's it going to be? Listen, whoever we take, it's going to be a dog. I know it's going to be a dog, but who's it going to be? So they take offensive lineman. Josh Connolly. All right, folks. It's got to be Will Johnson, right? It's got to be. It's got to be Will Johnson. So it's got to be Will Johnson or Eminwari. That's what it is. Let's see what it is, folks. We're locking in. Oh my God, folks. 1,900 of you in here already. 1,200 on X, 621 on YouTube. 5 minutes left. Come on. Man, we're on the clock and we stayed put, didn't we? We stayed put. Who in the hell is it going to be? Come on now. Dude, what's Bean doing right now? Come on, what do we got? Come on. Come on now. Folks, the pick is in. The pick is in. We stay put in the first round, folks. First time in 4 years. Who in the hell is it? I'm refreshing my screen over and over and over again. Hold up. Who the hell is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Maxwell Hairston, folks. The Buffalo Bills CB2 of the future. Fast as hell, ladies and gentlemen. One of the fastest players in the NFL Combine. My God, folks. My God. We have a CB2. We didn't go Amos, but we ended up going with a gentleman that ran, hear me out, 4.28. In case anybody's interested in this, Maxwell Hairston. Let's talk about this guy for a hot second. Let's talk about him for a hot second, right? In 2023, he had 5 interceptions. Last year, he got hurt through half of the season, only had one 81.8 grade from there. All right. He is a coverage guy. He's fast as ever. Decent in zone. Not bad. Thoughts, guys. Thoughts. Talk to me. Talk to me in the chat. What are we thinking? I love it. LFG. Does he fit us? I thought he was a man corner. He's statistically better in zone. Had a great season. Solid guy right there. We got Glaze coming in. Trade Bean. Hey, listen, man. So Maxwell Hairston ain't bad. Maxwell Hairston ain't bad at all. I can promise you that. Solid player. He's aggressive. He's aggressive. My God. My God. Great pick, folks. 2,000 of you in here. Maxwell Hairston, the Buffalo Bills, ultimately ended up selecting the young man, Maxwell Hairston, over Trey Amos as well. Here's what we need to know about this guy. He has elite feel for zone coverage. He's a zone corner, showing outstanding spatial awareness and ability to process multiple route combinations simultaneously while keeping his eyes on the quarterback. He demonstrates exceptional closing bursts of the football. When he sees it, he gets it, showing the kind of trigger that makes the quarterbacks pay for telegraphing throws. Changes direction with remarkable fluidity. And guys, here's the biggest thing. His injury concern is apparently nowhere near as bad as what Will Johnson's was, as what everybody else was. Maxwell Hairston is interesting. Are you kidding me? A non-willing tackler that is small and has no pressability, another corner that doesn't fit, and he has an SA case while being. I didn't know that he had a SA case on him. And so you sure about that? Maxwell Hairston. Incident. It's allegations. There's tampering with evidence. I don't even know. Sorry, wrong bro. Yeah. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same guy. So here's the deal. Like when it comes into a lot. All right. So when it comes into a corner, right? I would rather a guy that dominates in coverage and has ball skills that might miss a tackle here and there, because that means that our linebackers aren't doing their job. And so our defensive line really isn't doing their job. Like, I'm really not so hyper obsessed with outside corners being incredible tacklers, right? Like, Benford's a great tackler. And we do have some hard hitting safeties that are likely going to be the starting safety tandem, and Cole Bishop. And then also, same thing. So with Taylor Rapp, right? So, like, we have tacklers all over this secondary. Us plugging and playing this, I'm completely fine with it. And do I like the pick? For where we are, yes, I do. But guys, listen, I am going to run. So I need to go on ahead and make a TikTok about this. And then I need to start doing a video for tomorrow. Love you guys. Go Bills. Bills end up walking away with Maxwell Hairston. Would I have rathered a couple of other players? Maybe. It depends. Solid zone corner. Let's see what Bean does tomorrow. Love y'all. Go Bills. I'll see you tomorrow morning.